Welcome everyone. We are live for Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. So many people said that Francis couldn't get this fight done. UFC and Dana White tried to act like he was impossible to deal with. Of course, he's signed over at PFL now, but he's going to make a boatload of cash tonight against Tyson Fury. He is a huge underdog. His first boxing match ever, literally going against a man who, not my favorite fighter, but it's hard not to say that he's not one of the all-time greats. I mean, I put him up there with the best heavyweights to ever walk the planet. He had the Undisputed Championship, of course, all the belts, went and retired, came back. He is the lineal and the WBC champion now. Beat who I would say is the second best fighter on the planet 3 times. That's Deontay Wilder. It'll be interesting to see what Fury is able to do with him. If Fury is able, when he's able to make contact. Fury's very hittable. Fury's very hittable. And if Ngannou tags you, I mean, he puts people to sleep with almost a mystical type power. Ask Cain Velasquez, ask Alistair Overeem, ask Stipe Miocic. So many guys that he put out. And sometimes it looked like he barely even connected. And the guy would be tripping and falling all over the cage or just completely out. I mean, I feel like he's really unlike any MMA fighter that we've ever seen up to this point. Just the power is just ridiculous. And of course, I mean, the next closest one would probably be Derek Lewis, because Derek Lewis, the knockout king in the UFC, has tremendous power on the the back end of his career now. What's up, Robert Kerrigan in the house? Frankie Chorizo, King James. What's going on, my man? Hello, Thunderstud, New Britain Polly, Tony Baloney. Says Fury is too slick, but stranger things have happened. Well, I mean, they say reality is stranger than fiction, and I will tell you what, it feels like the last 7 to 8 years that has really been proven since about 2014, 15, 16 in there. There's just been so many things happen on this planet that are unbelievable, things that we never thought would happen. PBR Street Gang in the house. What's up, my man? All right, 8 up in the chat. Let's get this thing full. If you could hit that like and share button. I don't know if notifications or anything that are working on this. I tried. I changed the title a couple times. I tried changing the tags and different things, and I noticed it's still really hard to find this stream. No matter what you type in, you can type in Fights of Friends, you can type in Fury versus Ngannou, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. I don't know what it is. This stream is very hard to find, so I'm glad to those that were in here. Maybe you got notifications. That would be nice. But who thinks Francis has a good shot? And what are your guys' predictions? I'm going to say Tyson Fury round 5. Because honestly, I think Tyson could probably take him out quicker. But I think he may be a little cautious. I think he's going to want to show a little something. I think he's going to want to entertain the crowd a little bit. But he's not in London. So he also could just get in there and try to wipe Ngannou out as fast as he can. And here's the other thought. He already has a fight scheduled with Alexander Usyk. That's a big fight. It's a big money fight, just like this one is. And if he's hoping to get to that fight unblemished, seems like the quickest way to do that would be to take out Francis Ngannou quickly and violently. And I think he's capable of that. Hey, Frankie, absolutely, man. Robert Easley, I think he plays with them a few rounds. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was looking at the prop bets, and there's like the over-under is 5 rounds. I didn't end up placing any bets. I don't know if Wyatt Matheson's in here. I know he put a little bit down on Tyson just because it would be such a huge, unexpected upset if Francis were able to pull this off. And the reason I'm sure a lot of us are watching is we like to see crazy shit. We like to see the unexpected. And, I mean, how many people thought, Andy Ruiz was going to knock out Anthony Joshua? We covered that fight here 2 or 3 years ago. One of the biggest upsets in heavyweight boxing history there. And actually, there were a few of us that thought, hey, Ruiz has got a good chance. But he was a bigger underdog than Francis is tonight. I'm pretty sure he was like 15 or 20 to 1. Does anyone remember? I know it's a few years back now, but does anybody remember how big of an underdog Andy Ruiz was against Anthony Joshua? I see Fury knocking Francis out in the 6th, says Robert. All right, but yeah, like I said, if you pick the round, you can get gangbuster numbers. It's even inside of 5. And then you get like 8 and 10 to 1 odds for rounds, I think 6 and 7 for either one of those. So my bet was going to be, I was going to go and put $110 down on inside of 5. And then I was going to throw an extra like $25 each on round 6 and 7 just to make sure I got out of there with something. But nice. What are these pre-fights, or is it just Tyson versus Francis? Joshua Parker actually just fought one of the, top 10, if not top 5 heavyweights on the planet. Last fight just got a knockout by uppercut. We're going to have the co-main event coming up here soon. I believe it's heavyweights too. Popular British heavyweight. I don't remember their names, to be honest. But if it looks like Anderson versus Weidman won. Tyson getting caught while doing the Matrix ducks. You never know, Frankie. You never know. And is Tyson Fury underestimating Francis Ngannou? If you believe what he says, it seems like he is, but you never know what's actually going through Tyson Fury's head. He's a wild man. What's up, Torm Brown in the house? What says Hope Fury wins? A loss would really tarnish his legacy as one of the greatest ever. That's a good point. That's a very good point. He's undefeated though. He's undefeated. It would tarnish it for a while. I think he could come back from it because I don't know if you guys know. Kenny Norton wasn't exactly. It wasn't like Kenny Norton Jr. It wasn't like he was in his first boxing match like Francis is, but Kenny Norton, that was considered just a huge upset. He was not considered on Muhammad Ali's level at all. And Ali struggled with him every time he fought him. Ken Norton broke his jaw the first time they fought. and just punished Ali, beat him very badly. I'm not positive. I feel like they fought 3 times and Norton won 2 of them, but I could be wrong on that. I think Ali won the second one. But, anyways, that's it. Kenny Norton, that was a guy that, nobody expected him to touch Ali. And this is something that Sugar Ray Leonard brought up. He said, styles make fights, and, we're going to get in there. And he's like, we should know pretty quickly what Francis brings to the table. And I think he's correct there. Francis did train with Teddy for a day. I mean, I don't know how you could get much of anything from anyone in a day, but Teddy said Francis picked up everything very quickly. He said he showed him a couple things, and he said Francis was very sharp, and just like he would say something and show him, and then Francis would do it. Think Fury will do the Matrix thing. What's it called when guys do the hands down, bob and weave? I don't know, bob and weave. Yeah, he'd call it the Matrix, I guess. Well, Francis will walk out to one of the Rocky songs, Flying High Now or Eye of the Tiger. Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah, either one of those would be perfect. Because, I mean, talk about a guy that's a real-life Rocky. Francis Ngannou, he should not be here. He shouldn't be fighting. He should have never made it to America. The guy should have, really, he should have died in the desert probably many, many times. Grew up, working in a salt mine. Just some of the most miserable situations you can think of growing up. And Mike Tyson, they just showed Mike Tyson entering the building. I don't know if that was taped or if he just came in. We're about an hour and a half away from the ring walks for Francis and Fury. Was it Ken Norton boxing around Mike Tyson era, or was in the Ollie Joe Frazier era? He was in the Ollie Frazier era. Oh, sand mine. Did I say salt mine? I might have said salt mine. He worked in a sand mine. Anyways, but yeah, if you guys have listened to Francis Ngannou's podcast on Joe Rogan, if you haven't, I highly recommend it. I want to say he got stopped and arrested trying to get over the border out of Cameroon. He might have been in Cameroon at the time. Might have been Nigeria. I'm not positive. But, it was like 7 or 8 times. And they just kept catching him, sending him back. And he just kept making that journey until he got free. Oh, and here's some fisticuffs from yesterday, this co-main event. A big blow up at the press conference. Bench clearing.
And when he rises, there's blood just coming from the left-hand side of his eye. Luckily, not enough damage done to force the postponement of tonight's fight.
Wow, unfortunately, it didn't end up postponing the fight because somebody got a cut above the eye. This press conference was about a month before this. I feel like they really need to put their foot down on the violence at these press conferences. We just had, what's his name, the jackass, Dylan Dennis, cut Logan Paul at the weigh-ins. It was either the weigh-ins or the press conferences. And what I tell you guys, I try to tell everybody, I'm telling you, Dylan Dennis is a piece of human garbage. He's going to do something really horrible. And what happens? The guy, I highly doubt the guy will ever be sanctioned to box again after he's in there swinging at security guards, swinging at the referee. And the guy is just an absolute head case. What's up, New Britain Polly? Um, Smart money's on Tyson Fury, man, but I hope Tyson underestimates him. I really want to see an upset. I really like both of these guys, but I'm a huge fan of Francis, and just he's already got such a great story. But it would just be like literally like you couldn't write a story like that. If he became a heavyweight champion of the world in the first fight, it's one of those stories that you couldn't write because people would be like, yeah, that would never happen. That's too unrealistic. Dylan can't fight for shit either. No, and I was getting frustrated the entire time. I didn't even want to cover it, to be honest. And I think I mentioned that, but people wanted to see it. So I was like, okay, I'll cover it. Maybe we'll get to see Dennis get his ass whooped. But yeah, he doesn't show up to most of his fights. The guy hasn't fought in MMA in 3 years. Bellator just dropped him. Supposedly he's trying to get signed by the UFC. Please, God, no, Dana. Please, God, no. Maybe Fury blows his shoulder throwing a punch. Freak accident. Never know. Torrance says Conor McGregor looking young again. Cheers, Paulie. Robert says, I want Fury to win simply because I think if Francis wins, it does nothing for the boxing MMA crossovers that really don't need to happen. Well, what it does is I think it probably opens the door for more of them. I don't think it's a good thing if a boxer is beating an MMA guy in his sport or if an MMA guy is beating a boxer in his sport. I think both of those are just bad for combat sports in general. And I think it's so weird, this infatuation that we have with this now. It's like nobody's trying to get LeBron James to play on the Minnesota Vikings for a season or even a game. I mean, you don't even hear people talk about it. Could he catch some balls? Could he play at the NFL level? I highly doubt it. I know he's a basketball player. He's an athletic guy. I mean, I'm sure he could make a few moves eventually that wouldn't make it look like an idiot, but just because both of them have a ball that they catch doesn't mean it's the same damn sport. And I think that's a fair comparison when it comes to boxing and MMA. Kind of don't blame him for cutting Logan Paul because Paul made fun of his deceased father. Oh, I didn't even know that, Torrin Brown. Yeah, that is pretty shitty. I know those guys were just going back and forth, just the most vile shit talking. That's some of the worst I've ever seen. What's up, King? How long till the main event? The walks for Fury and Ngannou should be somewhere around an hour and a half. Fighters are about to come down right now for the co-main event.
The early 1990s, and Lewis, one of a number.
Frank says Dylan can't do anything. Can't compete with top-level grappler anymore. He can't do MMA because he has no talent striking. Can't take down a wrestler. He'd just be screwed. Oh, this is Buster Douglas. Yeah, man. Like, you never know. You never know. Nobody thought Buster Douglas was going to win that. I mean, the only guy that thought Buster Douglas was going to win that fight is Buster Douglas. And I'm sure he had a lot of doubt at the back of his mind. And Francis, I think Mike Tyson in the corner. It's like, yeah, he's going to be able to tell him a few things, like while he's adjusting in there. But Mike isn't a corner man. He's not a trainer. What I see Mike to be good at is Francis is just going to look to him. And Tyson's going to be like, let's fucking go. And Francis is going to be like, holy shit, Mike Tyson's telling me let's fucking go. Let's go. I don't care if you've been around him a bit. I mean, I can't imagine the mystique of Mike Tyson wearing off. That's got to just be surreal to be around him. Cheers, Karma. LeBron is ranked number 2 in the entire state of Ohio in football, only behind Maurice Clarett, ironically. Hey, what's up, Aaron True? I haven't seen you in forever, man. How you been? Yeah, I didn't realize that. I guess I should have known he played football or something, but yeah, I hadn't paid attention to any of his football career. Thanks for letting us in on that. Buster Douglas schooled Mike Tyson in that fight. Yeah, he did. I mean, they said that Tyson was up the whole, like the night before, partying and drinking. Some people did. I believe it's quite possible. Tyson looked like shit. But you never know how pressure is going to hit a guy either. And the pressure is probably more likely to be on Francis tonight. But he could be very loose because he's like, oh man, no expectations. Nobody expects me to do this. I'm going to show him. All right, Fabio Wardley making his way down to the ring right now for this co-main event. Munching on shrooms in the corner and yelling at him to go in and throw. Oh, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. Aaron says Mike Tyson is total PR move. He didn't help or train Francis at all. It's all for a payday, having Mike involved. Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity trainer and stuff. And I mean, even if you're that great of a trainer, I mean, Mike Tyson does have a great boxing mind. He does, but I don't see him being more valuable than having like Freddie Roach as a trainer, somebody that's done it their whole life. And, I think Mike could get to that level, but when you haven't trained other fighters, just like it's hard for me to see, how it could be that valuable. I agree, Aaron. I put no other name on the undercards. Newbert and Paulie. Joshua Parker is a big top 10, maybe top 5 at heavyweight. He got a knockout from a nice uppercut in the last fight. But yeah, these undercards are usually pretty shit, Paulie. Are doing good. Waiting for the main event. Nice. Wish Mike Tyson had done a couple expeditions about 10 years ago. Yeah, me too, man. Douglas didn't fear Tyson like the others. Francis exhibitions. Only reason why Mike Tyson ever lost because he was dealing with Robert Givens' rape situation and other personal things. Only person to beat Tyson is himself, says Robert. What's up, Billy Hughes in the house? This can't be stopped. Amazing walkout song. I don't know. Holyfield handled him pretty well. Yeah, Holyfield's definitely one of those all-time greats, and I'm not sure why, but like in the aftermath, I don't feel like he gets the respect he deserves. I feel like Lennox Lewis in the last few years, for whatever reason, is really just starting to get the respect that he deserves. People are really talking about him as one of the top guys, and maybe the top fighter of that generation. Just found out Freddie Roach boxed professional. I just thought he was a trainer. Yeah, he did, and a lot of people think he may have gotten Parkinson's from boxing. There were people around him, trainers and things, that said that some people just don't react well when they get hit. And that's what people said about Freddie. So I don't know if that did it or not.
From London, England.
Dave, out of the blue corner, 26 years old, 12-0 with 11 knockouts. David Adelaide. All right, now to the red corner with a record of 16-0 with 15 knockouts. 28 years old, trained by Roger Hodgins. Fabio Wardley. So we're going to run 1, 2, and 3 for Fury. What's up, Professor Chaos? Pretty good odds. What's your predictions? My prediction is knockout for Fury in the 5th. I think he's going to, and for your sake, I hope he gets him earlier. But I think he'll play with his food a little bit. Remember that? But yeah, I would definitely remember Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker, man. One of the best pound per pound ever. All right, here we go. Big boys in here. Wardley in the white and blue. Adelaide in the pink. Both of these guys almost 100% knockout ratio here. But this is so crazy. The Saudis built 2 separate. Oh, nice right hand there from Wardley. 2 separate ring areas, one for undercard and one for main event that is going to rise up from the ground right before the fight. Holy jeez. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. Oh, nice right hand there from Wardley. I like Wardley's movement tonight. He's ducking under these shots from Adelaide and landing that right hand right over the top just a minute into this first round. Adelaide is really reaching, especially those left hooks to the body. It's early in this fight. He's going to need to calm this down a little bit and not put himself in such precarious positions early in the fight. I don't know a lot about Adelaide, but he looks like he's fighting scared out there. Any feints here from Wardley, I mean, he's really, it almost has like a panic look on his face there. There's a good jab that lands for Adelaide. Right hook to the body there from Adelaide and a clinch. Neither guy landing, very good shots there. Best shots of the round so far have been those right hands over the top from Wardley. And Wardley, he's got Adelaide up against the ropes here. What's up, Ziggy in the house? Fury Fighter's been pulled from our betting books? That sucks. Oh, we got pulled, huh? Well, I can't complain too much. I have plenty of time to get bets in. I know Wyatt put some money on Fury. Let me see if it's here on DraftKings. It's still on mine, Billy. Fury minus 14, Francis plus 700. Oh, pulled there in Colorado, though. DraftKings sponsors this, and I couldn't find it on there last weekend. Nice left hook upstairs. Oh, man, big combination there from Fabio Wardley. A nice right hand near the bell for David Adelaide, but a big round for Fabio Wardley. 10-9 Fabio. It's weird. Me and Billy have talked about this several times. Like we've talked, sometimes there'll be fights that are available for him that haven't been available for me, and vice versa. Israel Adesanya in the house, the style bender.
In the build up to the fight.
Out hanging out in Francis Ngannou's dressing room. I know it's boxing, but that can't be a bad mind to be around. Israel Adesanya, one of the best strikers in the history of combat sports. Yes, in a different state. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Billy. Sometimes, sometimes it'll be available in Washington, not in Colorado, or in Colorado, or not in Washington. Remember that happened with the Paul fight? I was complaining I couldn't bet on the Paul fight, and you were like, what are you talking about? Nice left hook there from Adelaide. Oh, good right hook over the top there from Fabio. And referee warning.
Wardley has to say switch on, but he come back really well.
He's warning of some hit behind the head there. Good right hook to the body from Fabio. I like the way Fabio Wardley's looked today. He's done very little wrong in this fight. Oh, he got caught going down to the body there, though. Nice right hand there from Adelaide. Oh, and there's a couple of good left hands from Adelaide in a clinch. Adelaide looking way better already this first round. Oh, good right hook in the clinch from Fabio. Is his female toxicity. Oh, my goodness. So ready for Juice UFC's, Robert, right? As he says he ain't coming back until 2027? How old is Israel Adesanya? I think he's 34. Yeah, he's 34, so he's not coming back till he's 38? That seems like a bad idea. Nice left hand there for Adelaide. We'll see what his thoughts are in a year or two. I bet you in a year he updates that. He probably just wants everybody to leave him alone for a while. Uberim will make a comeback, Professor Chaos. He just retired this week, actually. Alistair Overeem. Nice left hand there for Adelaide. And that got a lot of people talking about, does Alistair Overeem belong in the UFC Hall of Fame? And another conversation, when are we going to get just an actual MMA Hall of Fame for guys that were never in the UFC? Like Fedor and Sammy Schilt and, some of the guys that made it to the UFC but didn't fight most of their career in the UFC, like Mirko Cro Cop. Oh, nice right hand there from Fabio. Fabio Wardley is just outclassing David Adelaide in every way of this fight. Oh, a nice 1-2 there from Fabio, and Adelaide holds again. Connor's been chasing this bag in this fight for a while. He finally gets the fight today. I'm happy for him. I'm happy he's getting that payday. He deserves it. He's going to switch it up. Fight for ladies title. Oh my God, Ziggy. He's going to be close to 40 by 2027. Yeah, that's 4 years. He's going to be 38 years old. What's up, Travis? Says MMA, no weight limit, no drug testing. Who'd be champ? Oh, man. Several years back, I'd say Uberim, because, man, that guy was massive. But The answer that comes to mind, and I kind of hate to admit it, is probably still Jonathan Bones Jones. No weight limit. Brian Shaw's taking that title, Robert. What's up, Josh? Good to see you, my man. I mean, technically, he doesn't really have to fight anymore. He's a millionaire. He's got enough money for a good life. Absolutely. Oh, big combination here from Fabio Wardley upstairs. And there's a nice right hand to the body. I really don't see this fight going the distance. Oh, shattering right hand. And another one there from Wardley. He's just beating Adelaide up. And Adelaide's mostly just holding here. Referee's going to warn Wardley here, though, because he might take a point away here for the elbow. It's going to be pretty close. He keeps jamming his elbow into the throat of Adelaide. And he's been doing so well in this fight. I mean, he doesn't need to do it. I just love the movement right now of Fabio Wardley. Good jab there from Adelaide. Oh, and a good counter left there from Adelaide. And a straight right over the top. Adelaide's starting to time some of these movements here by Wardley. There's a good left hook from Wardley. A nice right hook to the body, but a good left hook upstairs for Adelaide. And there's a good right hand for Adelaide. This is his best round so far by far. Good combination of the body for Wardley. Adelaide keeps looking for the ref, though, no matter what happens. And he needs to concentrate on the man in front of him. Not the principal. Good left hand there for Wardley. He needs to concentrate on the bully beating him up and not the principal to bail him out. Good counter left there from Adelaide. Oh, nice left hook over the top there from Wardley. And he's got heavy hands, but there's a good counter left there from Adelaide. It's funny that Adelaide was reaching early in the first round and getting tagged. Oh, another great counter right there from Adelaide. Now Wardley seems to be doing the same thing Adelaide was doing early. Good left hook there from Adelaide. Adelaide's counter-punching is really impressive here in the third round. There's another left hand for Adelaide. And he is definitely winning this round. But there's a good left hook for Fabio. Two good, accurate heavyweights. Oh, big overhand right for Fabio. And you see Adelaide showing off a little bit of the hand speed there. Both of these guys have pretty decent hand speed for heavyweights. Oh, and look at nice left hand to the body there from Fabio. But I like the way Fabio is measuring from the outside. Pops him with another left hand. That's going to be at the end of the third. I think Strickland will beat Hums. God, I hope so, man. Oh, I am very mad that Stipe fight is off, man. That sucks. True world's strongest man, but a 10-inch height difference and easy 100 pounds. No, I don't think Stipe will fight again either. I think that's it. I really do. But there is an update on Stipe. So I don't know if you guys seen MMAfighting.com had it. They had an interview or at least a quote from Stipe. Stipe said he volunteered to fight. He wanted to fight that weekend for the interim championship. He would have fought Pavlovich. He said he wanted that fight, and the UFC said, we want you to wait for John Jones. So because of that, maybe more likely, and maybe Jones comes back before 8 months. I don't know. Looping right hook for Wardley to start the fourth. Oh, jab and a right hook behind it there for Wardley. That was a great right hand. And he's starting to duck under more of what Adelaide has to offer here. Both these guys are good counterpunchers. They're almost both better when they're not leading the dance, which is somewhat rare. Especially to have two guys in there that are great counterpunchers. And neither one of them are southpaws. I'd like to see Wardley start measuring Adelaide again. That was a good left hand there from Adelaide before the clinch. If Usman sticks around at middleweight, I believe he should fight Robert Whittaker. Fight's perfect. Since considering both guys are coming off a lot. Oh, take my money, Torm. That's a great fight. We already seen Duplessis versus Rob, though. Dreykus knocked him out. He destroyed him. Stipe probably done. Hate to say it. Sure he was offered that fight. No, he said that he wanted to fight Pavlovich, that he was going to jump in there for the interim championship, and that the UFC told him to wait. So, I don't know. Good right hand to the body there from Fabio. No, Stipe's definitely not easy for anyone. UFC was trying to give Jones an easy win. I'm glad the fight didn't happen. No, UFC definitely doesn't like Stipe much. Good left hook there from Fabio. Oh, and a nice right hook in the clinch there. Great day for fighting. Adam from Allen in the house. Cheers, my friend. Did you guys see the MMA YouTuber is charging people for the stream tonight on his channel, making them join channel first? No, I didn't, but fuck that guy. Crazy UFC would turn down Stipe versus Pavlovich. That does seem crazy. I don't see Stipe making that up, though. Oh, good right hook there from Fabio. Couple left hands, good combination of the body. Right hand upstairs. Fabio really doing some work here. He's really wanting to get Adelaide out of there. See, the Adelaide boxing experience was only 3 years, 10 months, says Robert. It's not time to learn sweet science at top tier level. Oh, nice combination to the body there from Fabio. Another great round for Fabio Wardley. Bounces back after I gave Adelaide the third. So I got it 3 rounds to 1, Fabio Wardley going into the 5th. All right, guys, tell your friends. There is Francis Ngannou getting his hands taped in the back. Wonder what he's listening to. He's got the ear over headphones on. I imagine right now he's probably listening to something pretty relaxing. You don't want to get all hyped up, 30 minutes to an hour before you go out there to fight. Stipe should just retire. I agree. As a huge Stipe fan, Torn, I agree. Cass says Aspinall versus Pavlovich is an excellent matchup. I agree that too. Always turn on subtitles for Stipe. Yeah, I don't blame you, Professor Chaos. He can he can be difficult to understand at times, without a doubt. All right, here we go, guys. Round of 5. Good right hook to the body from Adelaide, and a left hand upstairs to start the 5th. And there's a good jab and a left hook for Fabio. Good left hand before the clinch there for Adelaide. This fight, we're having a lot more competitive rounds now since those first couple. We've seen Adelaide bounce back. And, of course, like I said, I thought he won the 3rd. Even though Fabio bounced back the last round, it was a pretty competitive round. Fabio really slugging now. And that's something else that France... Oh, a couple of good left hands there from Fabio. And there's a good left hook. He's got Adelaide hurt. There's another left. I think that left hook stunned him. Something Francis is going to have to be aware of with those big gloves is how much energy you lose when you miss. Oh, nice left hook there from Adelaide. Right on the temple upstairs, and then a left hook to the body. And Fabio trying to goad him in. Lands a left hand of his own. But he's like, yeah, move forward, big boy. This is what I want. Careful what you wish for. What round will Francis shoot for a takedown? Hopefully not at all, because that's going to be a disqualification, but it would be funny. Oh, and a good exchange of left hands there halfway through the 5th for these big boys. Like the Russian too. So crazy. Fury's making $50 million tonight? Wow. Yeah, no, I did not realize it was that high. Good left hand there for Adelaide. And the exchange left. There's that left hook again for Wardley on the temple. That could be the one that ends up stopping Adelaide. Tyson Fury will show us even wilder not having enough experience. True. Good left hook to the body there from Adelaide. Left upstairs and a big right uppercut from Adelaide. Both guys landing power punch combinations, but Adelaide getting the best of this up against the ropes. Adelaide really coming on here in the 5th round. Oh, nice counter left there from Adelaide. And another, and it's only the 5th round, but it seems like Fabio Wardley, he might be getting a little winded here. Either maybe not in great shape or expended too much energy early. Good left hand there from Adelaide. I definitely have Adelaide winning this. Oh, and then a big right hand from Wardley a few seconds before the bell, though, and it left. I still gave Adelaide the round, the 3 rounds to 2 going into the 6. Fabio Wardley. And there they are trying to interview Francis Ngannou while he's getting his hands. Leave the guy alone.
I'm playing his game. I'm playing mine.
We know that you have full belief in yourself, and you've been working.
Why do you think you need to interview a guy?
Anything in particular? How are you going to start fast? Many people in the boxing world saying you have to start fast and make sure this thing.
Francis is smiling here, but I'm pretty sure he wants to tear this guy's head off right now.
Start fast. I think I need to find my pace in the fight. And,
Francis is way too nice of a guy. I would tell that guy to get the fuck out of my locker room.
Francis, pleasure.
I know Mike Tyson would. Where's Mike? Where's Mike right now? All right, here we go. Round 6, halfway point of this fight. Right now, since I would like the footage, the first time I met Stipe at UFC Media Day, that Markin was Croatian and didn't know he spoke English, so nobody was interviewing him. Really?
The referee warning him, letting him know. You can't do that, but they were 2 good short left hooks inside. Seemed to stun Wardley slightly.
And it is noticeable that Adelaide is breathing heavily here.
So referee warning Adelaide about the elbows there. And they had to stop the fight for a moment, so add 10 seconds to our time clock here. We're about 2:20 right now. Good right hand. Oh, and a great left hook there from Fabio. He looks pissed. Fabio looks pissed. Whatever happened there with the elbow and stuff, he looks irritated. And he's taking it out on Adelaide. Good left hook there from Fabio. And I don't know what Adelaide went through between now and the last round, but all of a sudden he looks like he just ran a marathon. It's like it all just hit him at once. A couple of good left hands there from Fabio. And Adelaide again reaching, missing by a mile with that left hook. Good left hook upstairs there from Fabio. Adelaide looks ready to go. Oh, and here's Fabio measuring again. Good left hand on the chin from Fabio. I think Fabio's going to... Oh, nice left hand from Adelaide. He might have been playing a little bit of possum there. Jones should fight winner Pavlovich and Aspinall's turn. probably rumored main event for UFC 300 is Strickland versus Hamzat. I like that as the main event for UFC 300. I figured that they would... Oh, nice right hand for Fabio. Oh, Adelai's definitely hurt now. Good left hook hand there from Fabio and a left hook upstairs on the temple. Adelai's ready to go. Oh, good right hook and a left hand there from Fabio. Adelaide almost fell right there. He's barely standing. Lands a nice counter left hand there, but 30 seconds left. I think there's a good chance that Fabio can still take him out of here. Good right hand to the body there from Wardley. Good left hand there from Fabio. Oh, a big left hook and a right hand. And a left hand snaps back the head of Adelaide. So after Adelaide came back, oh, good, great right hand at the bell for Fabio. Just a really dominant round there for Fabio. After Adelaide came back, I thought had, his best, if not, either his best or second best round of the fight there in the fifth. He just looked to be drained going into that round, and Fabio really took advantage. 4-2, Fabio Wardley. So on the broadcast, the King invited 300 plus celebrities. King of Saudi Arabia invited every celebrity he could to make it a big deal. Kanye West there. There's so many celebrities there. Yeah, that's crazy. Wonder crazy money involved. Yeah, that's a lot of money. They're doing a lot of shit, but when you compare it to everything Tyson did, makes Dylan seem like an altar boy. Well, fair enough. I just think that Dylan's a punk. Good right hand there from Fabio, and I don't like punks. And Fabio snapping Adelaide's head. Oh, nice counter right there from Adelaide. He might have hurt Wardley with that shot. Wardley was moving into that shot, misses the left hook, and Adelaide really picked him off with that counter right. Good left hand there from Fabio, and he seems like he's recovered. Oh, man, 2 big left hands there from Fabio, snapping the head of Adelaide back. Big left hand upstairs for Fabio. I'd like to see Fabio go back down to the body. Land some good body shots. If he does that, I think that he can take Adelaide out of here. Good right hand to the body there from Fabio, but I'm not sure he's going to take him out right now, just headhunting. Good counter right for Adelaide. Oh, nice right hook over the top there from Fabio Wardley. Want to see Strickland get paid? The Hamzat fight is the payday, and Sean can probably be the one to beat him. Quite possibly. Felder slowed schedule during his prime. While Paul Felder is back for UFC 300. Rumored to be fighting Jim Miller. Oh, I know Jim Miller. He's been saying he wants to fight in 300 since UFC 200. Gaethje says he's willing to wait for a title shot. Thinks a good idea. If he's talked to somebody in the UFC and... Oh my goodness! A big right hand and a left hook from Fabio Wardley, and David Adelaide is down, and that might be the end of his fight. There's blood coming out of his mouth. He's up around an 8 count here in the 7th, but he did not look good, and we'll see if Fabio can finish it here. He lands a right hand and a left hook. Oh, another big left hook from Fabio, left hook from Adelaide. Adelaide doing the absolute wrong thing here, though. Trying to match him punch for punch. Oh, he's just getting pounded. Big left hook and a right hand. And it is all over. Adelaide was rumbling, fumbling, stumbling just about through the ropes. And the referee had mercy and stopped this fight. Fabio Wardley dominant in almost every round. I mean, it really didn't ever look like Adelaide belonged in there with him. Big punch. Damn. IROC in the house. What's going on, man? Robert says, holy shit. All right. And I'm going to, hopefully they show a replay of that and we will get it on the Twitter and I will post it because you guys want to see that shot. That was a great shot. We'll post it to the Fights with Friends Twitter here. As soon as they give it to us. A big statement tonight for Fabio Wardley. Still undefeated, won all but one fight by knockout. First loss of his career for David Adelaide. Big step up in competition, in my opinion. And, you know, I don't know what he learned from this, but I think he needs to work on his cardio. He needs to work on a lot of things from that fight. But like I said, that was a high-level heavyweight fight. He wanted to see where he was at, and, you know, he found out. Ryan the King Garcia returns December 2nd. Mark that on your calendars. Always a fun fighter to watch. Of course, coming off of that loss to Gervonta Davis. But, I mean, everybody loses to Gervonta Davis. That guy's amazing. Oh, here it is. Oh. I'll show it again here. I missed it. Fabio Wardley with the right hand and the big left hook. Knocks down David Adelaide in the 7th. Let's watch that again. Oh, look at the sweat flying off from that left hook. David Adelaide is down. He would get up, but not for long. Fabio would swarm him and force this referee to stop the match. But let's look at this knockdown from a different angle. Wow, what a left hook. And Adelaide, he tried to stay up, but he just could not. That was a hell of a shot. Gives a little smile, but he is bleeding out the jaw. Might have a broken jaw there. What a shot from Fabio Wardley. One more time. This is the end of the fight. That's where the referee stops it. All right, guys, and I will post that up on the Twitter sphere. It's like I went over a few seconds, so whatever you heard there, there'll be a few seconds marked off, but we'll get the official decision here.
John Latham stops the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and now the British WBO European, WBA Continental, and Commonwealth Heavyweight Champion, Fabio Wardley.
So as the various belts are draped around him, a little bit of history for Fabio Wardley as he becomes the winner of the first ever British heavyweight title fight stage outside of the UK. And is it this man next? Fraser Clark, Olympic medalist from Tokyo just over 2 years ago, who was nominated.
Oh, gotta take the music. That's what they'll get me on, unfortunately. All right, and we'll have that posted. It is posting at the moment. So get an interview with Fabio Wardley here.
Fraser Clark.
As he adds another meaningless belt to his closet.
Successful first defense.
I know that was a mean way to say it, but boxing's got way too many damn belts.
Fabio, it was everything we expected. It was tense and it finished with a lot of concussive punches. What did you think as the rounds were going on? Because it was cagier than maybe some people thought it would be.
Yeah, definitely. I knew that's how he's going to come out. He was trying to goad me in the beginning, thinking I'm going to come firing forward. Look, I do that when I have to, but I've got boxing IQ. I'm smart. I know what to do in that ring. I know how to lead.
All right, guys, so here it is.
And that's exactly what I did there.
Was that the difference in the...
Here's the link for that knockdown if you haven't seen it. Adelaide was mad at stoppage. He was done. You can't punch at a ref. What was he thinking? Yeah, he's going to be in a lot of trouble for that. Look, he punched the ref. Oh, I didn't catch that he did. Not hard and to the side, but probably still facing suspension. I think so. Thought it was a push, but he punched him. Damn. Body shot the ref. Sport of boxing is at its worst I've ever seen of my 40 years watching the sport. Sadly, I have to agree with you, Robert. Commentator seems to think he will get suspended for it.
Let's hope that doesn't happen anymore. Once you dropped him, that was a good, just about beat the count at night. He came straight at you. I mean, I know you and him maybe never be friends, but he showed tremendous heart and guts once he got up.
Yeah, look, any man that beats the count shows up.
They're moving the whole crowd indoors right now.
So much more in the tank, and I keep pressing, and I was going to get that knockout.
And Fabio just finally...
Interesting. Okay, so main event up next, guys.
Where's Fabio Wardley going to be in 12 months' time?
There's someone ringside right now making their voice heard. I don't know. I can't see him over there. Oh, okay. He's flew all the way over here for me. But look, I'm moving.
Big Fraser Clark, you're talking.
Yeah, big Fraser Clark. Look, I've got one more fight at British level. If that man over there wants it, we can get it done. We can get it sorted.
Listen, out of respect to David Adelaide, I'm not going to bring Fraser in. I love Fraser to death, and I'd love to start selling that fight, but I'm not going to speak to David Adelaide. Let's hear it, please, for Fabio Wardley, still the champion, won it with guts and heart, and not a little skill. Big Dave. You heard Fabio there.
All right, big win for Fabio Wardley.
How did you feel, Dave? Because it looked at times like you were maybe a bit tense in some of those.
So, David Adelaide, this should be an interesting interview.
I think my game management was wrong, and my legs just weren't with me. I don't know why from the first round. But listen, man, I'm a man.
So his legs weren't right since the first round. He doesn't know why.
Fair play to Wardley.
Could be the desert. Could be dehydration here.
Thumb went in my eye, so I couldn't really see him.
You're right.
Right in my eye. So when I was looking for certain things, I couldn't see him. So that's why I was waiting for him to throw a shot. That's the only way I could gauge where he was. When he hit me there, I said, he's over there. I said, he's over there. But listen, I ain't lost a fight in about God knows how many years in the amateurs. I never lost in the amateurs. Rarely.
And I know this is going to come off like Adelaide's making a lot of excuses here, and he kind of is.
I'm pissed the referee stopped it. I was still there.
But I mean, for a guy, when it's your first loss, this is totally normal. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's in shock. Everybody probably says things that they wish they could take back.
I'll never be done.
Maybe later.
What's it like?
So when you said, I just heard you say, Dave, just about beat the count. You know, I went over. I said, what the fuck? What am I doing here? So yeah, you know, I don't know when to get up and whatnot because he's not a man that I don't go over. fights. You know, it was the first time I've ever been down in a fight. Amateur pro for the whole of my
And he
career.
was up at 7. Adelaide was up at
Yeah,
7.
man,
I mean, he probably could have gotten up earlier, but it's smart to take a couple seconds.
Listen, people don't ridicule.
Man, you know, I like this shit. So yeah, fair play to Wardley. Hopefully we can run it back.
Johnny Walker shut the ref last week. Yeah, that was a crazy situation, and I think the only reason that Johnny hasn't been punished for that yet is, well, I mean, it was over in UAE, which, I mean, same kind of situation here. So we will see. But I thought there'd been some bad calls by the doctor that night, and he had just gotten concussed by an illegal move, a knee to a downed opponent. And I'm not justifying him putting his hand on the referee. You just don't do that. Those guys don't get paid enough to do that. And just, it's just not something you should do. It's not cool. But I didn't feel like it warranted a suspension. The Johnny Walker went a fine, definitely. And for what UFC fighters get paid, I would have fined him probably $10,000 or $20,000, and you know, maybe he pays it, maybe the UFC picks it up. I don't really care, but you know, I think, you know, at least a slap on the wrist in that case, something just to say, hey, you know, we've addressed this. This is not okay. We're going to take some of your money.
The PFL World Championship, 6 weight divisions decided on Friday,
So
November
PFL's
24th.
World Championship is coming. We're less than a month away
Saturday, December the 2nd.
from that. I think we kind of sometimes lose track of PFL with UFC's almost every week now. But yeah, their World Championship. Well, they will crown 6 new champions, give away 6 $1 million checks. That's November 24th, and just less than a month away. It's a huge opening ceremony. People are rapping and singing, Mike. That's why they're entering arena now. It's supposed to be a big spectacle. But it says, that's what I was saying, Ziggy. They built 2 areas, one for prelim, one for large area, or in the large main area for main event. We have a while to go. There's a ceremony before we even bring in the ring from under the stage. Oh, damn. Anyone put bet on Francis just in case? There was a thought, but no, I never did end up. And if I was going to bet it, honestly, it would have been on Tyson Fury, most likely. Something like, who was it in here that was saying that they bet a couple of the rounds? I think maybe they bet second and third. Not advice, but I'll say what I was going to do just when I was looking at it. I would take Tyson in under 5. That's a minus 110. So I'd throw 110 on that. And then let me look this up just so I'm quoting it directly. We'll go to the round props here. So yeah, rounds 6 and 7. So round 6 is round 6 and 7 are both plus 700. So you put 20 on either one of those, that gets you $140 back. 25 is what I said I would put. So see, 20 gets you 140, so 150. So basically, I would take, like I said, the to end the fight in under 5. If you bet the plus 700 on 6 and 7, if either one of those cash, it's at least going to hedge your bet, so you'll be even. But then if Tyson gets it in, in the first 5, you're still looking at a solid minus 200 combined with the hedge. So I don't think that's a bad way to go. $100 could deliver 10,000 at 100 times. Not just for betting on Francis. You'd have to bet like a knockout, and you'd have to pick the round, I believe. Eminem's ringside, nice. Lakers got lucky. Dana White had his back Oh, had his back about a horrible stoppage. I guess they said, do you know where you are? And he said the desert, which was true. Yeah, he did get lucky, and that was fun. Yeah, it was true. He says, I'm in the desert. King James, 7,000. There are over 100 boxing champions. There are 50 MMA fighters there as well. Damn. Oh, Walker. Yeah, I figured it out after I read the whole thing, Aaron. Damn, autocorrect. Little baby's going to have a concert before main event. Wow. Really? Oh, no. That's not what we need right now. Big pay if you bet on that last fight. Was that an upset? Was Adelaide the favorite? I didn't look at the odds on that one, Aaron, but I thought that fight went kind of as expected. I mean, I would have bet Fabio Wardley. I wouldn't consider myself an expert on either guys, but I kind of, knew what I thought they were going into that fight.
As a fighter, you want to...
I thought Fabio Wardley would dominate, and he did. Hoping for a good fight, but I think Fury destroys Francis in boxing. 2 heavyweights, 270 pounds. One punch from either can win the fight. The consensus is definitely that Fury will dominate and kind of do whatever he wants against Francis. We do know that, Fury, he's very hittable. And we've seen that not just in his fights with Deontay Wilder or the Klitschko brothers. We've seen it against lesser opponents. We've seen him fight down to lesser opponents. Who was... God, I can't think of the guy's name we were watching. He got a real bad cut against this pasty-looking white dude. I can't remember the guy's name. I mean, he was such a huge underdog, and they were really worried that the fight was going to get stopped, actually, because Fury had such a bad cut, and it was from a punch. Adelaide was plus 180 underdog. Thank you, Bill. So pretty close. It's going to be awesome. Love the boxing walkouts. And Tyson Fury usually has a good one. 70-1, 7 Gs. No, 7-1. King James, 7-1. Should be 70-1. But Francis is plus 700 means 7-1. So like if it's even, it's a plus 100. Tyson Fury's a minus 1,400, which means you'd have to put down 14. It's all based on 100. Minus 1,400 at Tyson Fury. That means that you would have to bet $1,400 to win 100. That's why I didn't bet on Tyson Fury. And if you put $100 on Francis, you'd win 700. Does Francis have good boxing and MMA? I wouldn't say super technical, I guess, but I mean, when he hits people, it's over. With those small gloves, he's got such amazing power that, we haven't seen him really hit anybody a lot of times. Everybody goes out. Otto Wallen, thank you, Billy. His name, I'm like, God, I know it's rolling around somewhere in my head there, and I couldn't find it. Francis hits harder, but he's far from professional boxer. Now, I would like to get people's opinions. Who do you guys think hits harder? Francis Ngannou or Deontay Wilder? And we talked about call-ins. It sounds like we're going to have a pretty good, like almost intermission here. A pretty good break in between fights. So, Frankie, anybody else, if you want to call in now, I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines because we're likely to end up with some dead time here. 425-791-8730 is the number to call in. Billy says Wilder. Robert says Wilder. Deontay Wilder easily hits harder. King James says Francis hits harder, but he's far from a professional boxer. All right. My opinion is that Deontay Wilder hits harder. I know Francis. I mean, if Francis hits very, very hard. He's got the record for hitting that that like punching bag. It's like a speed bag where they measure like pounds per cubic inch. I guess Francis Ngannou has the world record in that. I don't know that Deontay Wilder's ever hit it, but when you're talking about boxing, it's like not just like how many pounds you put behind something. It's like, the technique. Like, is your hand in the perfect place? Are you making a perfect fist? Do you have all your weight into it? Are you, how accurate are you? Is it landing? Is it landing on the shoulder? Is it landing on the chin, the temple, the nose? There's a lot of things that go into that, and I think Deontay Wilder's the most destructive knockout artist of not just of this generation, maybe in boxing history. You're on Fights of Friends. Who am I speaking to?
This is Frankie.
Hey, what's up, Frankie? How you doing?
Not a whole lot. So we can talk about MMA as well, or do we just have to talk about this fight?
No, whatever you want. The mic's yours.
Okay. No, I was saying Stipe is going to be 42 when Jones can come back, but if they allow TRT back into the UFC, then dudes in their 40s could put up a good fight, I think.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good point, and man, I'd love to see Stipe on TRT. Pump him up.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that made Pride FC so good is that everybody was just gassed to the gills.
Oh yeah, they had more than TRT. They had everything.
Yeah, so I wish I don't know about like gas to the gills in UFC, but if they allowed you to have like the testosterone of say a 30-year-old or something like that, that would make it better, I think. But
yeah, I'm for anything that makes the sport better as long as it's safe for the fighters.
Yeah, I mean the knees too. I think they should allow knees on the ground. I never liked the stomps, and headbutts, but knees. I don't know. I don't know why they don't do it.
Yeah, I agree.
It would look brutal though, guys getting pinned up against the fence and getting knees smashed into their face. But I don't know. I was gonna say about my heart has always been with MMA. I think I was 10 when I first saw UFC tapes at the videotape store. But the fight between Fury and Wilder, the third one, the recent one.
Yeah.
If like when you've seen the fights they had before that, and all the trash talk and the drama, you see them both on Joe Rogan talking about it. Like that, even though I'm an MMA fan, that third fight between Fury and Wilder, there was knockdowns and stuff, and then a knockout. I thought that was the best fight I ever watched, is for any combat sport.
It's one of the best boxing matches I've definitely ever watched. I don't think those guys get their due to me. Like, that's up there with Frazier and Ali. I know it's not going to get the respect because Fury won all three, but yeah, that was an amazing fight.
Frazier and Ali, was that the Thrilla and Manila thing in Africa?
Yeah.
Okay, I always mix up that with Foreman or something.
Yeah, that was the Rumble in the Jungle. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. But yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Hey, well, thanks for calling in, Frankie.
Yeah, man. Take it easy.
Got the fight. You too. Bye. Francis was measured to be the hardest hitter according to that machine. I don't know how many boxers hit it, though, because I'm pretty sure it was like the UFC and Dana White that was running the thing. I mean, I'm sure other people outside of the UFC have hit it. I don't know how many people. I think it'd be fun. I'd like to hit it, just kind of see where I'm at. I mean, I'm obviously you're not going to be like a Francis Ngannou, but be kind of cool, to see how many pounds of pressure that you can put on that thing. A machine record doesn't account for inside the ring hip movements. Agreed, Robert. I mean, it doesn't account for a lot of things. I don't think it's a really... I don't think it's a really good, there's a good correlation between, like what you say, how hard you hit that thing and how hard you hit somebody in a real fight. Damon's thoughts is you can KO someone with a quarter of your power with technique, easier than full power, no technique. Agreed. I mean, how many guys in the UFC have we seen where the whole fight goes down and gets finished and it starts with a jab? Starts with somebody getting floored with a jab. It happened several times now, especially in the heavyweights. Professional boxers tend to land hardest punches. Yes. What's up, Seven in the house? Says, let's get on him, fam. Everybody welcome Seven. What's up, my man? Harp says, agree, King. They know the mechanics of a punch, how the power starts in the feet all the way up the body, through the back to the fist. Yes. And, I mean, I always say it, you guys probably are tired of hearing it, but I go back, it's like Happy Gilmore, or he says it in Happy Gilmore, it's all in the hips. Like you can throw an arm punch, like you can just see the difference from me even sitting here. It's like there's a left hook, now let's put your hip and your body into it, and boom, like you can just see, like, there's an arm punch, and then everything comes. I mean, there's just sitting here. I guarantee you there is, much more velocity, pounds pressure per square inch on the body, the punch with your whole body and putting your hips into it than the arm punch. Seven on the house. Holy shit. What's up? Oh, in the house. Yeah. Oh, and there is.
Your last thoughts now before they make their walks to the ring and how you think this might unfold.
Well, everything says we should see a boxing masterclass.
They're elevating a big stage in here.
We've seen how hard Ngannou in the build-up to.
So I'm assuming maybe that's where they just had a concert or somebody is performing at. We should see both fighters walk to the ring, though, definitely within about the next 30 minutes. DraftKings is usually a pretty good indicator of the time. And they have the fight starting at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So that's about 40 minutes. But they're going to take a good 10, 15 minutes to do announcements and their ring walks, and by the time they actually ring that bell, I think you'll have seen Francis and Tyson for a good 15 minutes easy.
Now there's not a seat available. Everyone's wearing wristbands that highlight a green luminous light that I'm sure once they dim the light in this place, it's going to look electric. This is what big-time boxing is about, isn't it? This is what we want to see. This is it.
This is the way we've evolved in the entertainment business.
Yes, and they've put a lot of money and a lot of time, a lot of preparation into putting on a good show here, a good good production. And this is what HBO Boxing After Dark used to do. They were the best at it. In my opinion, HBO Boxing After Dark was the absolute best. Nobody was even close. Of course, they've been out of the game for about 5 years now. And then just recently this year, it was announced that Showtime has gotten out of the game of boxing. There will be no more Showtime boxing aired on Showtime, live boxing. That's done. They talked about maybe another pay-per-view before the end of the year, and that's it. It's basically going to be ESPN and DAZN in the United States. I know there's Matchbox. Is it Matchbox? I feel like I'm not saying that right, but over there in Europe. And yeah, not good for boxers because they just don't have as many places to go to as they used to. If gonna pull this off, I'll do 100 to fights with friends. All right, Pulse Reloaded. says he'll donate 100. Anybody else feeling froggy? Anybody else donate $100 or any amount if Francis pulls this off? Come on, it's so highly unlikely to happen. Just say you'll donate $100 if everybody, if Francis gets a knockout. All right, we'll see you in 45, King. They're going to walk to the ring. Bummer. I thought they would be in the ring when they rise it from the floor like the gladiators. IROX, I saw on Twitter that they will walk out at 5:35 p.m. Eastern. Oh, that's only 12 minutes. Yeah, that sounds about right if they're scheduling the fight to start at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is according to DraftKings. And, I mean, that's not absolute, but it's usually very close. And Trish says, let's go. Here he is! There he is! Mike Tyson and Francis Ngannou.
What a shape this man looks in.
Whoa. 272 pounds. There is Tyson Fury.
I'm surprised
he weighed in at 277 and a half yesterday. We did like a short stream, like an hour stream yesterday for the weigh-in and kind of a little preview of what we can expect to see today. We've seen Tyson Fury shoving his forehead into the face of Francis, and Francis is just like, he's chewing gums, but he's like, dude, I'm trying not to kill. I didn't notice how Francis gave him a little chest bump. Francis has kind of got his head down, like, oh, kind of ignoring him, like when somebody cuts you off in traffic and you know that they know it, and you fucking honk at them, and you tell them they're number one, and they're just looking to the side, acting like they don't see you. That's what Francis is doing. And then all of a sudden, gives that chest bump. That was great. All right, and don't go anywhere. I did say that I would be making an announcement today, the biggest announcement in the history of Fights and Friends. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to make you guys wait until after the fight. One minute here, guys. It's a quick business text that I had to reply to. Jack's action figures. Remember Dana White's UFC biggest announcement ever? It was action figures. I don't have any action figures. No, it's not the biggest announcement ever. It's just the biggest announcement in the history of Fights with Friends. It's not action figures. That much I guarantee. And no, I'm not fighting Chris Lytle like somebody mentioned. 40 minutes till fighters walk out. This is Billy. I don't have an Instagram. Well, I do have an Instagram. I'm dumb. I have not done much with it. But there is a Fights with Friends Instagram. I need to get on there and figure out how to do that, though. Gonna have Tegrity's Finest for this one. Tell me they sell something called Tegrity Weed. Please tell me. Because you know what I did buy. And it is a little gimmicky. But I bought the Mike Tyson edible ears. Those are pretty cool. Actually, we got a little bit of time. I'm gonna go grab them. And if you guys haven't seen them, I'll show you. It's the Mike Tyson marijuana edible ears. Hey, Sassy. All right, and they're showing some open workouts here of Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. Tyson looked very good in his open workouts. Francis not so much. Looked a little slow. Yes, Billy. Yes, Billy knows. Billy's the only one that knows. Instagram, Facebook, kind of similar. All right, thanks, Torn. Yeah, I need to figure that out. Is there a universe where Mike Tyson and Grandpa Fury get into a fight ringside, right? And thank you, Billy, first super chat of the night. So let's get Mike to $20 in donations so he can upgrade to premium. Help the channel. Thank you, Billy. Yeah, Billy was telling me yesterday he thinks being a premium member as a creator will get you more, get you promoted more by YouTube. Don't know yet if that's the case, but if it is, let's go. All right, thank you, Billy. First donation of the night. And there's Francis warming up in the back with the slip pads. I don't know what you call those things, but they look kind of like little half nunchuckers that his trainer has, and Francis is back there hitting and slipping. And instead of the traditional pads, boxing fights take forever to start. Larry Holmes in the building. Nice. And J-Dig. Thank you, J-Dig, with the donation. Much appreciated. Spinxer's there as well. Nice. Hey, Robert Easley with the $5 donation. Thank you, sir. That gets us up to 11 bucks. So here's the Mike Tyson's edibles. I was talking about Mike Bites. They're pretty tasty, actually. I got the green apple one because just like your favorite 8-year-old, my favorite flavors are green apple and blue raspberry, and I'm not going to pretend like I like something tough just so people like me more. But there it is. Looks like, oh, it's kind of see-through because they got the green screen up, and it's green. So I don't know how much you guys can see that, but it's an ear inside the packaging there. So they're pretty tasty. $9 left to get Mike to premium. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate that. My bad, Mike. And I was random talking about Facebook and Instagram being similar. No, that's good to know because the learning curve shouldn't be much of a learning curve. And iRock, thank you for the donation. Says, you the man. Thank you, iRock. Appreciate it. That gets us up to $13. Yes, if we get up to the 20, I will definitely spend it on the premium YouTube. Besides the fact I hate commercials anyways. Who doesn't hate commercials? Robert Easy, so let's get Mike to $20. You won't find a man that interacts with his community as much as him. Well, thank you, Robert. I don't think you'll find a better community out there than this one. Honestly, I think you guys, you are the best community in all of YouTube MMA. I know I said the most knowledgeable, the nicest every once in a while. You know, a couple of people getting a little bit of a dust up, but that's just what happens. But then usually it gets worked out, and everybody's respectful of each other. All right, tail of the tape. Here we go. Francis Ngannou of Cameroon, 37 years old. UK's Tyson Fury, 35. They got Tyson Fury listed as 6'9", 5 inches taller than Francis Ngannou. That is going to be factually false, and I will talk about that in a moment. They have weights listed as 267 for Fury, 257 for Francis. I am not sure why they have that. Tyson Fury with a 2-inch reach advantage at 85 inches. Tyson 33-0-1 with 24 knockouts in boxing. Francis 17-3 with 12 knockouts in MMA. But when you seen them at the weigh-in yesterday, it looked to me like there was maybe 2 inches difference between Francis and Tyson. I would argue that they're maybe more like 6'4" and 6'6". I'm going to call BS on 6'9". But, you know, maybe Tyson was slouching, and maybe I couldn't see Francis's feet. Maybe he had some big high tops and standing on his tippy toes. Only like Sphere on the outside one in Vegas is way more tactical inside. Robert says Tyson is 6'7", Francis 6'4". Yeah, that's more what I thought. So I'm not sure why they're listing Fury at 6'9", but I've heard him say they're 6'9" a lot, and now you got Tyson Fury. Is this tape of an open workout from later? He's not working out in front of everybody right now, right?
Quite up, but got his opportunity now, not only to box, but to box against the main man. You see him working the body bag there, and them shots, Mike, are going to be key. I think the straight shots to the body.
That's that open workout from the other day, hitting pads.
Any success.
Well, please like and subscribe. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Teddy Atlas said when he went to meet Francis for a day of training, he KO'd a guy and broke his leg ankle. Holy shit. Francis can go the distance. I think that's a big W for Francis. Me too. Oh, Billy says, can we get Mike there? $5 to go. Thank you, Billy. Getting us up to 15.
Was the way he pretty much held the gloves open in the way that he would do in MMA.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to use some of the fighting that he did in the MMA because it's so alien to him. I've heard
all right,
the
$7 in there from the Time Bender Billy Hughes. And I like that Pulse Reloaded bet because I don't have to put anything down on it. He says if Ngannou pulls this off, he'll donate $100. So go Francis. Yes, thank you, Robert. Everybody make sure that you hit that like button. That's nothing. That's something that this crowd's always been good about. I don't know how many fight companions I've had where I look and there's more thumbs up than there are viewers at the time. So that's always appreciated. Help us out in the algorithms because I don't think I'm best friends with the people over there at YouTube. Yeah, it looks like 27 thumbs up at the moment. All right, there's Mike Tyson. Of course, we mentioned a lot of celebrities here. There's Evander Holyfield, one of the best ever. Israel Adesanya. Man, I will tell you, and I'm a big Izzy fan. I really think, I mean, yeah, I think he wore himself out. I think he was fighting too often. Oh, there's The Undertaker with Vince McMahon. Shannon Briggs in the house. Yes, I do think that defending the belt and fighting so often, so many times, I mean, he lapped that division in a couple years. I think that did take a toll, but I think people underestimate how much the trash talk from Sean Strickland got into Izzy's head. Oh, there's Junior Dos Santos, former UFC heavyweight champ. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the house. One of the greatest basketball players of all time. Oh, and look at that, Greg Brimstone. Shit, I forgot this fight was early. Glad I didn't miss Maine. What's up, all? Greg Brimstone in the house. And he didn't even know we had a goal here. But that donation from Greg gets us to our $20. So, thank you, Greg. And we'll get to test it and see if having the old YouTube Premium boosts us in the algorithm. There is a former light heavyweight champion, of course, Chuck Liddell in the house. Thank you, Greg Brimstone, getting us up over the $20 mark. Nope, he didn't even know. Greg in the house, coming in clutch. What's up, Spook Show? I have to hurry up. I didn't know it was early either. Yeah, these early ones always throw people off. That was one of the reasons, too, I wanted to do just like a little live stream and a video yesterday, just so give everybody a reminder. All right, there is the countdown clock, and it is at 20 seconds, guys. Wow, great production here in the UAE. Less than 10 seconds. I don't know what they're counting down to. If it's Francis walking down to the ring, of course, Francis will be walking down first. Champion always walks last. But there we go, and it is at 0. Oh, amazing special effects here if you're not watching this.
Yo.
I don't know who this guy is.
Yo, one to them life. When I step into the jungle,
okay, so I kind of like whoever this is. I kind of like the rapping. I wish I could listen to it, but I'm going to get copyrighted if I keep the volume up here. Looks like get another performance. It's the concert. Some rapper, not sure who. Who's that guy? I'm not sure. Does anybody know? Little Baby. Yeah, I already muted it. Billy. Aaron True. Billy says it's Little Baby. I didn't know who Little Baby was. I'd heard the name. Mostly when I heard it was from Dave Chappelle's stand-up acts talking about it. But, yeah, it actually looks like a really cool performance. And I'm all for the performances like during boxing and MMA events. I just don't know that it necessarily needs to be in the television portion. But as long as it's, not like an hour and a half concert like they do on Trail. If you want to come out and do a 3 or 5 minute song, I mean, cool. Greg says he's spitting. Oh, it sounded incredible. Yeah, I wanted to be listening to it. So anybody watching this, I guess you get a little dope little performance here. Hey, this looks cooler than maybe what we've ever seen at the Super Bowl. Yeah, a big fireworks show. Yeah, this is actually pretty badass looking.
one more.
Get about 7 seconds on YouTube before they'll start flagging you. I was not Little Baby. Bug still a performance. Little Baby is dope, says Robert. There's 2 artists performing. Almost sounds like he has an African accent. That's what I've seen. This is a total waste of time, Professor Ken. Yeah, it's not for the fans on TV when they're waiting to watch a boxing event, in my opinion. It makes sense in football, and still almost nobody really cares about it. But it makes sense in football because it's the halftime show. It's halftime, so there's going to be a break whether they have someone performing or not. And it's not longer because somebody's performing. So in football, in the Super Bowl, I think that's great. Joe says, sounds like a bunch of BS. I love this crowd. Oh, some lip syncing here. Caught him. I heard the lyrics and his lips weren't moving. Definitely is some bullshit. Second rapper is Little Baby, says Billy. Yeah, once I see the lip syncing, then you need to go home. And yeah, like I said, very cool special effects. That makes me want to do one of these Mike Tyson edibles. Speaking of Mike Tyson, he'll be down here in the corner of Francis Ngannou. Let's talk about that. What do you guys think? Is there a benefit to that? Or should he have went and got somebody like Freddie Roach to be in his corner? Does kind of break up the momentum. Maybe they should do the show just before co-main to keep the ball rolling. That's not a bad idea, Greg. Not a fan of mixing concerts with combat sports, King James. So Little Baby right now. Personally, I wouldn't do hip-hop. What I would do is I would have a Metallica concert. And when they have like little breaks, they have like a metal concert like me and my youngest daughter were going to next August. And there's going to be, it's that 2-day no repeat weekend. You got Metallica and Pantera and Ice Nine Kills and Mammoth and I can't remember the other ones. I've never seen Pantera, so I'm really excited about that. Always happy to see Metallica. But have a concert like that, and then when you have breaks, so for singer needs a rest, have some fights in between. That's the thing. Nobody's ever upset when fights break out, especially if it's good fights. If they're waiting for a fight and music breaks out, people are getting frustrated. But just more fighting? Nah, everybody wants to see fighting. Well, thank you, Robert Easley. I think it'd be fun to be a hype man. I was going to say my Admirals just kicked in, and I'm over here vibing, as the kids say. All right, and yeah, just hopefully this concert is not very long. We got some lady out here rapping everybody in yellow outfits like Kill Bill, Kill Bill 3 or something. Hey, I made it. What's up, Phil D. Rowe? Been busy as shit on my way home now. Hey, you're going to be just in time, man. Don't get Tyson's bob and weave working for Francis. Hey, that makes sense, man. I thought about that too, King James. But if Tyson Fury really is 6'9", maybe if he's really 5 inches taller than Francis Ngannou, maybe that little bit of bob and weave. You see Francis doing the peekaboo, just kind of out and under. Cheers, Phil. Yeah, I mean, it definitely have some badass visuals right now if you're watching it, but I would just rather watch it when I have nothing else to watch, not when I'm waiting for a fight that I'm excited about seeing. So, 10 minutes to 3. DraftKings has the official fight supposed to be starting at 3 Pacific time. Of course, that's not going to happen, but maybe we'll get fighters walking down to the ring here in the next 10 minutes as they finish this concert. Which the special effects, I said, if you're watching it, I'm not always the biggest special effects fan. These are pretty amazing. Phil in the house. Cheers, Robert. Has anyone other than Mike Tyson used that fighting style and been successful? I believe it was Floyd Patterson. Actually, that had used it before Tyson. Floyd Patterson also fought under Cus D'Amato. Also, similar sized guy. I think he was around the same height as Tyson, maybe an inch shorter or so. But he was maybe 200 pounds. I want to say, I think he fought as low as maybe 185. But I don't know how many of you guys know, but the guy that was the youngest heavyweight champion ever before Tyson did it was Floyd Patterson, also a Cus D'Amato trained fighter. Also came in with that peekaboo style. I say way closer to 6'6". To maybe 6. Oh, maybe 6'7.5". Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's I don't know what they even do for these guys' height. Like, just take their word? I don't know. Tyson never fights Joshua. We could judge better in face-off. That's true, Joe Still. Maybe he fights Anthony Joshua. I don't know. I think Tyson Fury beats the living shit out of Anthony Joshua, though. That chin. He doesn't have a great chin. And I know Anthony Joshua, supposedly, he was real close to making a fight with Deontay Wilder. I don't know why that fight fell off again, but another bad matchup for Anthony Joshua, in my opinion. But it's a big payday. hey, you too, Aaron. You taught me a few things today. You threw a few facts out there that I didn't know. So, good stuff. And this girl rapping, is she on her way to high school? This looks like something something somebody's 14-year-old would be wearing to their first day of their first day of freshman year. And that may be it for the concert. Please, please God, let it be it. That ain't it. Last fight was over an hour and a half. Wow, was it really that long ago? No, not an hour and a half, because I've only been live for 2 hours. 2 hours and 3 minutes I'm watching. It's a good hour, though. Oh, probably was close to an hour and a half. I guess it did end in the 7th round. Just imagine Ngannou comes out there bobbing and weaving like old school Dynamite Kid and gets the first round KO. I'll need my jaw surgically reattached. Dude, you want to talk about shook up the world. I mean, they talked about like Ali shook up the world. If Francis Ngannou does that, that's going to really shake up the world. Because there were people that believed Muhammad Ali was going to win that fight. I mean, he was an Olympic gold medalist, for God's sakes. Francis Ngannou has like zero boxing experience outside of MMA. He didn't want to be a boxer at one time. I'm sure he sparred and played around, but never any official professional matches. No amateur ones as far as I know. Professor Chaos, I'm dying here. Start the fight. What is this cage thing coming down? Oh, I was hoping maybe that was Francis coming down. Is there any more stars in rap that are under 50? I mean, maybe I'm just old, I guess. Like, I miss DMX, man. What's up, Wyatt? If Ngannou tries to box, he dies. Dude needs to come out crazy aggressive street fight style. Well, you know how much holding they get away with in boxing, Wyatt. So that, I mean, that's a good point. Tyson's also good in that, hit and clinch style, though, and he's good against it. You remember he beat Vladimir Klitschko to win his first championship, and everybody used to call the Klitschko brothers, or a lot of people used to call the Klitschko brothers the clinching brothers, because they clinched so damn much. All right, there it is. There is the ring. There's like a UFO going over it and showing the ring. Oh, and they're rising. The ring is rising. If you're not watching, I mean, visually, this is pretty damn incredible. It's a bit long for the promo, but it's not as long as when Prince Nassim Hamed came out on that camel. I think that camel was sick or something. It took like an hour to get to the ring. Ground and pound under 1.5. I like it, Francis. This is torture. Robert says it's the last performance. Good. Here comes the ring, Strawbird. Joe Still says they murdered DMX. He sold his soul, then tried to be a Christian. I've never heard anything controversial about DMX. I mean, I knew it was like listed as that he took his own life, but I didn't know that anybody doubted that. Tell me Russell Simmons didn't get Epsteined. Remember James Toney calling on the Bitchko brothers. Oh God, I miss James Toney. Man, that guy's fun to watch. It was so cool seeing Sean Strickland adopt the Philly shell in an MMA fight and beating what a lot of us probably thought was the greatest MMA striker ever. I still think it's Anderson Silva. So we'll get that out of the way. I'm not on that list. Izzy could be second. Could have been second, maybe. I don't know. Strickland struck him. Anderson Silva is still my number one. It's always drug overdose or heart attack. What's up, Phil? All right, Phil's home. We can start the fight. So, all right, back home. Been at my dad's clearing stuff out. Weird the thing's been gone for 4 months. Oh, damn. It's been that long, man. Man, I'm sorry, Phil. That's got to be hard to go through all that stuff, man. I feel for you, brother.
As we were saying earlier, Darren, this is something that the fighters would have known about, but it is really beginning to stretch since the last fight.
Yeah, they're probably just getting gloved up now, Mike. I mean, it was an impressive performance, different to what the old school boxing fan would be used to, but if this is bringing new eyes to the sport, then great. You know,
all right, and they have like kind of a huge hologram, I guess, thing here of Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou up above the ring now.
For both of them, in different reasons, if you like. I mean,
these guys should be making their way out here any moment. This does not look like that big of a stadium, though. Does anybody know how many people fit in this? It looks like it was probably a pretty elite crowd that was able to make it here. Yeah, it is interesting, Joe. I agree. I haven't put Edson Barbosa above Izzy in pound for pound striking, but that's just me. Oh, man. Let's talk. What about that last Edson Barbosa fight? Oh, my goodness. That's... If you guys didn't watch that in the last UFC against, was it Saduk? Why can I not remember his full name? Anyways, holy shit. One of the best 5-round fights I've ever seen. If you haven't seen that, go and watch it. It's amazing. Feels it's rough. I don't like being there, but someone's got to do it. F all that. Cheers, fight friends. All right, cheers, man. Yeah, get yourself a drink, an edible, whatever. J Dig. Consoling says it won't get better, but it will get easier. Lost my old man December of 2005. Still miss the hell out of him. Man. Yeah, sorry to hear that also, J Dig. Holloway should belong in the convo. Yeah, Holloway's a great striker. I like Tyson. I think he's going to win, but I'm rooting for Ngannou. Thank you, Professor Chaos. Sadiq Yusuf. Now the comeback. Max is in my GOAT convo, to be honest, Robert. Gonna look at extra juicy for this one? No USADA, baby. Yeah, he does. You know, he looks good on the pads, and, I mean, to be fair, almost everyone looks good on the pads. Especially, I mean, they're using very, very elementary type pad exercises right now. Just like the 1-1, 1-2. Not really moving around to different angles. Now, no, he is throwing some hooks and things now, but you guys have seen those guys that can really work the pads, and they're moving the pads and pop, 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 and they're all over. This is not what Francis Ngannou is doing in the back right now. This is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. 3. I mean, it's slow. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. Oh, Tony Ferguson, definitely a great striker. Francis is stiff and slow. This isn't good. Jesus, Francis looked horrible. He's going to get killed. Getting close. Fighters are ready. It's Billy. Nice. Dustin P has great striking too. Yes, he does. I think he looked like ass on the pads. He was slow-footed, not showing much. Yeah, I'm a little surprised as to like how slow he looks, because I feel like I look better on the pads than Francis does right now. Well, I might not right now, but I feel that at one time I've looked better on the pads than Francis does right now. It's a good thing he's not fighting. It's a good thing it's not a pad hitting contest. But I think when Francis gets in there, I'm not saying he's going to win it, because I am picking Tyson Fury. But I think once he gets in there, he lands a punch, he gets hit, he's going to realize, like, okay, I've done this. I've been in a fight. I've been in a lot of fights. And I got power, and I know what I'm doing in here. And I think getting hits really actually going to help him. I think that's going to make him more comfortable. I think it's going to take a little bit of the edge off. And I know Francis is cool, calm, and collected. But, I mean, this scene and the production and the promotion and, being halfway across the world, it's got to get on your nerves a little bit. I'm sure Francis is going to be a little nervous. Tyson Fury's been in front of a lot of huge crowds. He's been here in front of the UAE. I don't expect it to affect him as much. Greg, not at all. Testing and boxing, way easier than UFC. They do usually test, though. Yeah, it's not very reliable, Greg. From what I see, it doesn't seem to be. Well, they got to plaster all of Mike Tyson's worst moments of his life all over a screen like that. Disrespectful as hell, right? My computer game looks better than Francis' pad work. Well, thank you, Robert, I think. Oh, I didn't even think about doing it during the stream. Yeah, I guess I should be able to just update it and do that. I'll do that right now and see if anything changes. All right, there we go, Bill. So yes, it is. We are premium. Thank you everybody to the donation for the donations there. And good idea, Billy. Thank you. I hate commercials. Well, thank you, Robert. No, you did. I'm going to make everybody wait until after the fight, Wyatt. Better beard game than me, I can tell you that. Mine's holier than the Old Testament. I like it, Greg. Thank you, Robert. I saw the clock. Main event begins in 17 minutes. Thank you, Billy. Robert said, I don't want to see if Fury hurt himself, or we won't get the Usyk fight in December. I just thought about that. If he breaks his hand, fight is off. Walkout's an anthem. We'll take another 30 minutes alone. Can we stop with the anthems in boxing? And because, I mean, it's not even just the national anthem. It's like the anthems of every freaking fighter there. And then you have the anthems of, like, the country you're in. And it's like, that's great. You're proud to be in whatever country you are. Do we need to sing about it for 5 minutes? Not really. Wyatt, cheers, my guy. Predicted 7 p.m. start. It still looks accurate, says Fresher Chaos. What's up, that darn mage? Preach. That concert sucked, says Karma Israel. Yeah, you can have the greatest special effects and light shows in the back and stuff. If you don't have good music, it doesn't really matter. We'll see Fury Palm Hill strike Francis to end it fast. Rob, why the shit taking so damn long? Yeah, boxing really likes to run their long promos. Joe Stills, par for the course. Hell yeah, Usyk in the house. Oh, nice. Usyk's there, huh? So that got me thinking with the Usyk fight on the back burner. Who was that in here that bet? I think somebody put money on first and second round for Fury. I don't know if it would have happened that fast, but Fury may want to take out Francis very quickly so he can rest up and hopefully not get injured so we can get to the Usyk fight. So he may try to take him out in the first few rounds. We start playing New Country. Can't stand that. Of course, I can't stand this crap either. Oh, they're playing Country.
Since 2017 over in Las Vegas.
Boxing loves to play this game. I can't stand it. I really think it's one of the things that killed boxing, Robert. I mean, they are their own worst enemy, and it is like... Have you ever seen one of those people that they're just continuously self-sabotage, and they're just so damn oblivious to it. They're so damn oblivious to their own self-sabotage. You see, last 5 fights for Tyson Fury, the only one going the distance was that against Otto Wallen. Of course, he got a really bad cut where he had blood coming into the eye. Fight definitely could have been stopped. You know, he went on. I think he won every round, if not 11 out of 12 there against Otto Wallen. But the other 4 fights in his last 5, all knockouts. Of course, Derek Chisora, Dillian White, Deontay Wilder twice. Tyson Fury, dude is just an animal. Most rap isn't live. It's played over a PA, and the rapper recites some lines over his own recording. That's some bullshit, Damon. What's up, Damon? Thanks for coming in, by the way. But yeah, no, that's some bullshit. It's like, don't try to waste my time playing music. If I want to just listen to music, have some rap over, I'll listen to my stereo at home. I'm good. If you're not actually performing, J-Dix, I agree. Phil, New Country sucks. I like that 90s country if we're going to go to the country. 90s, 80s. But definitely love me some Hank Williams Jr. Luke Combs is what they needed. I do like some new guys, though. Joe Still, like I said, I like Luke Combs. I like Dirk Bentley. Me and the wife went and seen him about a month ago. And there's Tyson Fury's wife. She's out there. Is she checking out that young like glove guy there? Looked like she was really checking him out. Tyson might want to watch out for that guy. But Chris Stapleton, that's my favorite country artist out there right now. Saudi wants so bad for the world to look at this spectacle and go, wow, but actually they're just not nice people. Hope people stop taking sport events there. Agreed, Billy. They have some horrible records on human rights, and they like war. Francis Ngannou's last 5 fights, as we know, all wins, knocked out Cain Velasquez, Junior Dos Santos, Jairzinho Rosenstruck, Stipe Miocic, all knockouts on those. Then his last fight was, of course, that unanimous decision win over Cyril Gane, where he came in with a substantial injury. Still wanted to fight to get through that UFC contract, though. Beat one of the best heavyweights in the world with an injured knee. Even showed us some wrestling. New country is pop music, and we can blame the 90s for that, and Shania Twain. I like a little bit of the new country music. You know who I like, and I know everybody doesn't like him. Everybody's got either a very negative, I think, or a very positive feel on this guy. And that's that Oliver Anthony guy, the Richmond, north of Richmond. If you guys haven't heard that song, I think almost everyone has by now. It's got like 82 million plays on the main video. But I heard that song and I was like, oh man, that's like the damn anthem for the country right now. Overtime work for bullshit pay. Let's go. Craig says that's really all a rap show is as far as music performance goes. A glorified karaoke session. It's really all about how well you can hype up the crowd. 90s is the best decade for everything, says Professor Chaos. I agree, but I'm probably a little biased since I went through it. Oh, Merle Haggard is great, Karma. Yeah, that was... I love him. He was one of my... grandpa's favorites, him and Waylon Jennings. France left the UFC as champion. That is correct, Aaron. John Connolly also great. Yes, good outlaw country. Jay Dixon Francis KOs him. He's going to get the mic and say, I'm the captain now. I don't even know if he's going to know what to say, because I think Francis might be just about as surprised as the rest of us if he knocked out Tyson Fury. Oh, Haggard is definitely one of the best, Phil. Rob said, Billy, they just said the Fury and Usyk fight will be in this arena as well. Well, I hope so. I hope they're not going to pull out a third arena. Aaron, he did. Amen, Phil. Agree, Karma. Waylon also. Yeah, Waylon Jennings is great, too. Most part anyway, there are some rappers who bring instruments on stage like Cypress Hill. They're actually talented music. That's some guys I'd like to see. Like I said, I would have liked to have seen DMX. I've seen Snoop 3 times now. Snoop's always good. I've seen Eminem. I don't think he raps over the lyrics. Not when I seen him. I'm pretty sure it was just him rapping. Listen to him covered Unchained Melody. I'll tell you who is a lip syncer, though, is Kid Rock. Because he was at a big concert I was at that had Eminem and Snoop there. And Kid Rock was definitely lip syncing. Waylon amazing. Rose in Paradise is underrated. Kern River is my favorite. Haggard. Oh, you saw Chris Stapleton live this past summer? Nice, I rock. I'm jealous. Yeah, that's gonna... He's touring again this next year, though, but, like, tickets go on, like, sale, like, next week. I hate it how they are... They always put up these tickets for sale, like, a year in advance now. But they give you, like, 4 days notice. They're like, All right, it's Monday. On Thursday, tickets for this concert in 16 months are going to go on sale. It's like, give people some time to get their money together. Get the best seats they can. Ain't got a dollar? Yeah, that is a good one, Phil. I love that one. Greg, some jealous. Hell, anyone had got to see Highwaymen back in the day. Oh, yeah, I love that. That's who he's... Chris Stapleton, he just toured with George Strait. The tour they're selling for now is him and Willie Nelson. What's up, Crusher Jimbo? Morning, sir. How much you missed? You missed the co-main event and the other fights, but Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou haven't started yet, man. So, perfect timing. Phil Swalen Jennings, the man as well, of course. Can't get enough of that. Has definitely been the year of the underdog, Ziggy. Hank Sr. was good too, and George Jones. Yep, George Jones, George Strait. Kern River, my fave too, says Karma. White's Eminem performed during Crawford's last interest. Eminem's in the building. Will be coming out with one of the main event fighters. Maybe he'll come out and play 8 Mile for Francis. Good evening, Joe Still says. Not morning. My mom used to be involved with Willie Nelson's lead guitarist, so she met all the Highwaymen. Well, that's awesome, man. Cypress Hill, definitely legends touring. Hank 3 is actually really good. Oh, Hank the 3rd too. He's just not in the pop country scene, so he doesn't get promoted well. Well, if he sounds like his dad, you think he would be getting, you think he would really be getting promoted. And I heard him. We heard Hank Williams, which is funny. We went and seen back-to-back concerts at White River. First night was Hank Williams Jr. Second night was Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa. What a combination, right? But yeah, Hank sounded as good as ever. I mean, he's like 70 years old. Dude sounds amazing. So I'm not a rap fan, but went to Rockfest in KC a few years ago, and Tech 9 was pretty fair. Hank 3rd is all geeked out on opiates and living in the woods. Oh, well, that's sad. That's sad to hear. Radio Lover by George Jones. Yeah, it is. What's the deal with Garth Brooks and where are all the bodies? Is he a serial killer or something? Oh my God, I love that whole trope. I don't know what started that, but yeah, it is hilarious. Garth was great in concert, by the way, too. We seen him, but that was like back in 2015. Billy said, it's time. Fighter's about to walk out. All right, hopefully any moment here. Frank said, I don't go to concerts because someone could peg you in the back of the head and you wouldn't even know who did it. Well, if you're up in the mosh pit or whatever, I haven't been in a mosh pit since I was 21, I think. Which was a long time ago, as you can see on this beard. But, no, I'm usually in seats. Actually sounded a lot more like his grandpa, Hank Sr. And there's Chuck Liddell. I don't know why they're interviewing Chuck Liddell, but, here we go.
Do you give Ngannou to win this fight? Not much. I mean, it's going to be tough, man.
Oh, even Chuck Liddell says he doesn't give Francis much of a chance to win the fight.
I got hard punch. The big power punches are going to be hard to land. It's just,
and that's an MMA power punch you're talking.
Timing, different distance for fighting. It's just going to be tough.
Tom Segura. Thank you, J-Dag. I knew it was a Tom. I was wanting to say Tom Papa, but I knew that wasn't right. Homemade shrimp and crab Mexican. Oh, ceviche is delicious, man. BBR, that's Tom Segura's doing. If Ngannou wins, who will be his next fight and in which sport? Oh, dude.
The UFC.
If Francis wins, well, I'll tell you exactly what his next fight would be. It would be a rematch with Tyson Fury because I guarantee you that that's written into the contract that if somehow Fury was to lose, he'll get an automatic rematch. Tech 9 is a maniac. That dude can rap fast as hell. Settlement Tulsa. Back in the mid-2000s. Nice. Yeah, I'm an old dog now, Tony. Thanks for reminding me. Tom Segura started the whole Garth serial killer thing. After each concert he did, people went missing. Kind of sketchy. Yeah, I did like Too Short, Torn. Too Short was all right. He was there with Snoop this last weekend. Well, a couple months ago. I went to, so wonder if I Chuck in a roundhouse style bar fight. Oh no, Chuck's way too old. Chuck can barely form. Yeah, that sucks, Aaron. He got hit way too many times. I was so upset that they had him fighting Tito again, just like a few years ago. Tupac was great, Torn. Hard to see anybody was better. And there is Tyson Fury.
Finally, we're looking at the king. Here's the Gypsy King.
Oh, he's got the crown on.
Fury getting set to make his walk to the ring.
He's got the crown on, so we might finally be getting a walk here. I'll take Boss Root in a bar fight over anyone, Robert. Outkast, best rappers in my opinion. Tupac, best solo rapper. Might be. Yeah, Ice Cube is really good. There's no rematch clause. Tyson said he hates them on Alani's show. Really? Not much. Hey, thanks for coming in. How you doing, Ben? All right, here we go. Michael Buffer's in the ring. Tupac and Ice Cube, my top two ever, but love all West Coast guys.
The world is here tonight. Who will be the baddest man on the planet? So, let's get this party started!
Michael Buffer. I've been watching Michael Buffer since I was a kid. I love him. Dude looks like they have him on so many drugs just to be able to stand up there and talk, though. I mean, how old is he? How old is Michael Buffer? 78. Mike Fury had an interview this week saying if he loses, no rematch clause. Yeah, it's weird. Good reason why, huh? Oh, is it Drake? I don't know. Yeah, I better turn off the music, though, so I don't get hit. Already on him, Billy. All right, there's the throne. So I'm not sure why we're seeing the throne here, because it should be Francis doing his walk first. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Liddell versus Tony Mumble in the Jungle this Saturday in Steel Cage. Oh my God, Greg. It's horrible. Francis walking out now. Nope, 78. Too Short. Yeah, Too Short was great. I think I might be a minute or so behind you, Billy. Both are coming out with crowns, I bet. Look at the promo. Oh, yeah, you're right. They do both have crowns, both kings of their sports. Yeah, Mumble in the Jungle, that's pretty damn good. From SoCal, Too Short is a NorCal legend, but still knows his stuff. Yeah, he is. They're partnering with WWE now. Why not? And the walkouts are taking forever. Yeah, I got the sound out now, Billy. If you unpause it for like 3 to 5 seconds at a time, I've never been popped for that. All right, there he is. UFC Heavyweight Champion, never lost the crown, Francis Ngannou. And both men making their way down to the ring. Here's Michael Buffer.
in mixed martial arts is legendary.
All right, Francis coming down. 17 wins, 3 losses, 12 knockouts in mixed martial arts. Here he is coming down to the cage. The former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, man that never lost the belt. UFC doesn't like that when somebody leaves without losing their belt, leaves champion. But Francis did it. Francis Ngannou. Francis is wearing a crown. Yes, I see that, Billy. Damn, Michael Buffer looking tired. 78's fucking old, man. Love all the guys from that crew in that era. For sure, Aaron. And see Francis gassing by round 4. Says that darn mage. Blow the whistle. It'll be 30 minutes till they fight again. Yeah, I could see him gassing. Yeah, there's Francis in the crown. There's Mike Tyson with him. Mike Tyson taking the crown, putting it on the throne. All right, and here is Francis making his walk. He's got the gold robe. We got a little smoke show here. Francis, of course, weighed in at 272 pounds. Heaviest he's ever weighed in at. There's Eminem in the crowd. Yeah, I was thinking, why dye your beard? But now I'm looking at Eminem's beard, and obviously he dyes his because he's about 10 years older than I am. And doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty good. I don't know if he's 10 years older than I am, but maybe like 7. How old is Eminem? 51. Okay, so only 6 years older than me, I guess. Coming out to Modern Drake. Gross is why Francis looking crazy nervous. Yeah, he does look nervous, Billy. Yeah, no, you're not wrong there. Was that Kamaru Usman behind him with the glasses on? I think that is Usman. Yep, because that's Izzy there. Anyone else thinks Connor looks like Quagmire? Dude, I've never thought that, but that's fucking hilarious. Just do that little, put that giggity, giggity, giggity sound in when they're showing the, the Miami Heat in the World Finals. Connor up in the box. Yeah, Izzy's with him, Greg. Yep, Usman and Izzy. The 3 kings, that's pretty cool, Greg. Yeah, that is true. All right, and here comes boxing's champion. The Gypsy King. This guy's been doing it for a mad amount of time. Of course, he beat the Klitschko brothers. He unified all the titles. He retired. He got addicted to coke, was over 400 pounds. Tried to kill himself driving his car off of a cliff. And then turned his life around once again. Got back in the gym. Started training. I don't think a lot of people, I don't think were confident that he could come back and do it. Came back and became a heavyweight champion once again. Now he's defeated Deontay Wilder 3 times. Man, if anybody on earth, wishes that, didn't want Tyson Fury to come back, wishes he didn't, I'm sure it's got to be Deontay Wilder. I think that was Bernard Hopkins there. Bernard Hopkins has got a mad beard game these days. He's got more gray in his beard than me, but he's definitely got 10 years on me. Too Short is a little younger than you. I believe he's 42. It's trying to be fair. Francis should be shitting his pants right now. He is making a ton of money, though, Wyatt. But fair. Robert says, Too Short is older than me and Mike Torn. I was listening to him when I was in middle school. Yeah, I want to say he's got to be like at least 50. I can make a mean movie out of Fury's career and life. And Francis's. Francis will be dry and stiff by the time the fight starts. He's been standing there for 30 minutes. God, I hope not, Aaron, too, but you're probably right. Too Short is 57, says 57. That Gladiator theme? Now there's a song.
I'm father to 7 screaming kids. He will have his vengeance in this life.
What? What is this song? I can't keep it on because I don't want to get copyrighted, but that wasn't B-Hop Mike's. Lennox Lewis. Crazy how Lennox Lewis looks. Dude, did I really think Lennox Lewis was Bernard Hopkins? I should be embarrassed. I know I've seen Lennox not that long ago. Lennox is one of the greatest for sure. Lennox and Holyfield standing by the door where Fury walked out. Yeah, I seen Holyfield. Holyfield looks incredible. I mean, he's got to be in his 60s, right? How old is Evander Holyfield? 61. Dude looks like he's 40. If I didn't know Evander Holyfield and he came up to me and told me he was 45, I would not bat an eye. 61 years old. Gonna have to start going by too old pretty soon. Pretty Woman, says Aaron. Are they playing Pretty Woman? Oh my God. Tyson Fury's such a jackass sometimes. I love it. That is fucking hilarious. Oh my God. That is second only to, oh God, what did Chewy come out to? He came out to a Spice Girls song. Francis gonna get caught, guys. I hope not, but you're most likely right, Tony. It's true, Francis didn't have an easy coming up either. Definitely not. If you turn Holyfield white, you see Glover Teixeira. What is Tyson Fury doing? He's just dancing around. Oh, there's John Fury with the belts. John Fury, of course, called out Mike Tyson. I hope that was all for promo. John Fury, please don't fight Mike Tyson. That would be very, very dumb. Tyson is the beat heavyweight, best heavyweight. He's the best out there. Fury is the man. Epic walkout, sir. Only Tyson and Fury. Lana is back. See, I'm like, what's up, Michael Adair? Good to see you, man. Like old Mike Perry walking out to Beyonce. Yeah, that was good, too. Yeah, Bam Bam came out to the girls. Just want to have fun as well. Oh, sweet. How about Mayhem Miller's walkout? That guy was a nut. Now he's come out to a reggae song. It was about him.
They're following national anthems. First for our host nation, the national anthem for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, we're going to get 3 national anthems. Son of a bitch. So we got the Saudi Arabia national anthem. That's Francis taking his gloves off and has UFC gloves underneath. If he's losing, he should do that in like, you know, in like round 6 or whatever it is. Greg says, Jesus, hell. It's almost humorous, though. The way it's like boxing. They're so oblivious to how self-sabotaging they are with drawing these things out that it's honestly almost entertaining. It's like when you watch a 5-year-old walking around. You ever see a 5, like a young kid, and they're walking around, and their face is just just covered, just pasted with like boogers and snot. And they're just oblivious to why anyone's looking at them or why anything's wrong. Why are people telling them to wash their face and all this stuff? That's boxing. They're like politicians. They're just no shame. Now Francis standing around for an hour, King James. That is a definite strategy to freeze people. Is to let the challenger go first, have a really long ring walk, goes into MMA form and shoots for a double leg. Oh, just freaking power slam. Remember how I power slammed Cyril Gane? Imagine he just picks Tyson Fury up like power slam style and throws him into the front row. I mean, our entire media, the world's media, would lose their shit. France goes for a standing guillotine in the clinch. Online it said the main event was supposed to start a full hour ago. I'm 8 years older than you, Mr. Seattle Mike's. Christian. But you're young at heart, right? Honestly, these boys should have done a bare knuckle match. Oh, that'd be awesome, but these commissions are not going to put up the kind of money that these guys are making for that. They could have started on time, given when the last fight ended. Definitely. It would be wild when someone like Francis loses control. Oh, yeah. Man. I mean, who's going to stop that guy? And imagine this. I mean, he's got Mike Tyson with him. He's got Kamaru Usman with him. He's got Israel Adesanya with him. Now imagine all 5 of those guys just go ape shit.
All brought to you by Silla with Hall of Fame promoters, Mr. Frank Warren for Queensbury Promotions, and Mr. Bob Arum for Top Rank Boxing, along with Gimmick.
Yeah, look at Vander Holyfield, though. Dude looks great. 61 years old. Got punched in the face thousands of times. Okay, it's been almost 2 hours since the last prelim finished. Billy says, holy cow. I told them to take their time so we could get the numbers up. When we get up to 100, they'll start the fight. $150 in donations. What's up, PR? Hey, you're just in time, man. They're just starting the fight. I think they they each have like 8 more national anthems to do.
Timekeeper at the bell.
No, are they done with all the national anthems? Sweet. Wow. So a year before it starts. All right, judges from Canada, the United States, and one from UAE, it looked like. There's the WBC Council. This is a 10-round bout. There is a WBC championship on the line. Of course, Tyson Fury is the WBC world champion, but it's the WBC Riyadh belt.
Arabia. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get...
All right, guys. From the United Arab Emirates, via Seattle, Washington, the main event is here. Let's fucking go!
Weighing in at 272.
Out of the blue corner, the challenger, making his professional debut, weighing in at 272 pounds. 6'4", 37 years old, 17-3 with 12 knockouts as a mixed martial artist. Presenting the former undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Predator, Francis Ngannou. And thank you, Chef Johnson. Chef Johnson with the donation. Thank you, Chef. And out of the red corner, he weighed in at 277 pounds, 35 years old, and he has a brilliant record of 33 wins against 0 losses with 24 knockouts. He is the former Undisputed Heavyweight Champion of the world, presenting the current WBC Boxing World Champion and Ring Magazine's lineal Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Get him, Francis, says Phil. Francis still looks super nervous to me. Yeah, me too, man. Thank you, Chef Johnson, through that for the donation. I'm running out of room, so we will erase by the amount of the donation here. Erase and replace. Thank you, everyone, for the donations. Don't forget to like if you're not subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed so you're notified whenever we drop a new video or go live, which is pretty much every damn week, guys. And don't forget, special announcement at the end of this, biggest announcement in the history of Fights of Friends. Fury comes out, throws a big overhand right. Francis misses. Francis lands a left hand. Francis moving forward, hands up. Tyson Fury's hand speed is incredible. Jab to the body from Tyson. Oh, big right hand on the chin from Tyson Fury, and he smiles at Francis. Will he try to finish this quickly, or will he try to put on a bit of a show? Left hook misses for Tyson. Left hand lands for Francis. There's big right hand for Francis Ngannou. The man has been measured as the hardest hitter on the planet in the Guinness Book of World Records. Even Tyson Fury could go down to his punches. And one of the big questions early was, will Francis be able to land flush on Tyson Fury? We just got an answer. And he definitely did. Jab to the body from Tyson. And a left hand upstairs from Fury. And another. His hands are so fast. I don't even think Francis seen that coming. Good head movement here from Fury. And a patient Francis. I kind of expected, he might be swarming. He might be moving. Definitely fighting more like a boxer than he does in MMA. Good right hand there from Fury and a left hand to the body. Right hook to the body from Francis. If Francis Ngannou can stand here and exchange and get his shots in, he's got that equalizer. Jab to the body there for Tyson. Left hand to the body from Francis. Now Francis can land the left hand to the body, come up with the overhand right. There's a good right hook to the body from Ngannou. And this is a very close round. Oh, left hook, right hand from Tyson Fury. It's not close anymore. Those were good shots. And good head movement there from Fury as Francis threw the overhand right but misses. Big left hook from Tyson Fury. 10 seconds left in the first round. And it does not look like Tyson is interested in a filling out process. An exchange of jabs. 10-9 Tyson Fury, but nothing to be embarrassed about if you're Francis Ngannou. he got some decent shots in that round. Let's go into the corner, Francis Ngannou.
In the unification fight of flyweight against Britain's Sonny Edwards from Glendale, Arizona, live here on DAZN.
How you feel? Good?
Francis need to come out like a raging bull. He's not going to make it past 5 rounds because his cardio sucks. Francis had to buy him a caravan afterwards. Too much muscle. His arms were gassed with those gloves on. Quite possible. And already you can tell the different demeanor in the corners. Francis, I'm not sure, looking nervous. Maybe even already a little tired. You watch the replay. Big overhand right lands for Tyson Fury.
Like I say, he's taking this thing out of the shot and gone, but nonetheless.
And another. All right, here we go, round 2. Jab to the body from Francis to start the second. Oh, and there's a good counter left hook from Tyson. Tyson up on his toes now. Watch for the right hand. Tyson pump. Oh, nice left hook there from Tyson Fury. Francis lands to the left of his own, though. And Francis chasing Tyson. He's going to get caught with a counter if he keeps doing that. Francis being a little more patient now, but Tyson definitely got him to chase him. Periwinkle Blue Caravan. Francis can land a KO anyone. Absolutely. As MMA fans, we all know it. Oh, and a clinch. Oh, look at the uppercut and the right hook from Francis Ngannou when he cut Tyson Fury with that one. He landed a flush uppercut in the clinch and the right hook. That was the, and that's the left uppercut. Francis Ngannou has got power like most people can only dream of. And now Tyson's switching to southpaw. Oh, and he lands a right hook on Francis coming in. They exchange right hands. There's a right hand for Tyson Fury, but he is in a fight. And there's a right hand to the body from Francis, and you hope that cut's not too bad, because if Tyson Fury does win this fight, that fight with Usyk could be in danger. Good right hook there from Fury backing up. He's definitely got a big cut on his forehead. Good jab there from Fury. It's not bleeding into the eyes. It's not like the Otto Wallen fight. Oh! And they both land big shots. Francis, I think, took the worst of that one. Francis held on. He might have had to hold on to keep from going down. It's hard to tell, but I think Tyson wants to take him out here. Oh, and Tyson bowling inside with the clinch. Looked like Tyson Fury was going to go for a takedown. Oh, and 2 big uppercuts from Francis when the Gypsy King bowled his way inside. Ten seconds left, and Francis Fury again hugging Francis. Some weird behavior here from Tyson Fury, but I have Francis Ngannou winning this round. All right, through 2, believe it or not, I have it all tied up. Got boys 19-19. All right, boys and girls, we will see a round 3. Let's watch the replay. That was a great left hook from Francis right on the chin. And then watch the replay in the clinch. A right hook on the ear from Francis. And Billy and Robert also have 19-19. Professor Chaos says 1-1. Chef Johnson, 19-19. I did. You did not have round 2, I'm assuming, for Francis. Wyatt. Oops. And there's a 1-2 from Francis to start the third. Tyson bouncing on his feet, trying to give Francis different looks. Francis not biting here. Oh, a left hand on the chin from Francis, and Tyson staggered back with that. 1-2 from Tyson Fury. Oh, a big left hook from Francis Ngannou. Right, and 2 right hands to the body from Francis. Could it be that Tyson Fury underestimated Francis and they exchanged left hands? Big combination from Fury, but Ngannou comes back with a great left hook. Oh, beautiful double jab there from Tyson Fury from that southpaw position. And he's going to jump in and clinch. Tyson doing way more clinching than I expected him to do in this fight. Oh, and there's a good right hook from Francis. And Tyson's continuing to throw that jab out there, but Francis is just knocking it down. He's not walking into it. None of these are landing. And Tyson throws the left hook, glances off the shoulder, and he holds again. Oh, there's a 1-2 from Fury. And a 1-2 from Francis! And Tyson Fury is down! Are you kidding me? Francis Ngannou has knocked Tyson Fury down, and he is hurt! Just him getting this knockdown may be the most exciting thing that's ever happened in boxing. His first professional bout ever. 20 seconds left in the third. Can Tyson Fury survive? And the round is over, and Tyson Fury goes back to his corner, losing to a man making his boxing debut. Undefeated, undisputed. This man's beaten Vladimir Klitschko. He beat Deontay Wilder 3 times.
I mean, what have we just witnessed there? It was
a left hook on the temple.
Of Tyson Fury.
He did not respect the power of Francis Ngannou, and Tyson Fury just paid the absolute price.
Left hook on the temple of Tyson Fury. You can see the eyes look very dazed, glazed.
Expect Tyson to come out with a Fury. Excuse the pun. But he's going to be done playing around at this point. I think Tyson Fury is going to come out with a vengeance. And I just want to mention something. Don't call me a conspiracy theorist. Francis said he was going to do a thorough job of checking Tyson Fury's gloves because he felt that Tyson had fought with loaded gloves in the past. People laughed at him. Oh, a big right hand on the chin. Nobody's laughing at Francis Ngannou now. And a left hand to the body from Francis Ngannou. And there's the right hand to the body from the Predator. Left hook upstairs from Francis. Guys, I can barely believe what I am seeing right now. Oh, and they both throw big shots, and it's Francis that lands the right hook and a left hand on the chin. Tyson is desperate right now. 2 minutes left in the fourth. And Fury clenches again. And a good 1-2 from Francis. Fury clenching once again. How good does Mike Tyson look at Francis right now? No matter what happens. I mean, how good does he look? Oh, there's a big left hook from Tyson Fury. Oh, and a big left from Francis. Right hand from Ngannou. Fury is hurt. He's in the ropes. Fury's holding on, but Tyson Fury is hurt very badly. And yes, that is correct. I have it 39-37. Francis the Predator Ngannou as he lands another big right hand, and Tyson Fury once again clinches. 50 seconds left in the fourth. No matter what happens at this point, we have definitely witnessed history. Oh, and a big right hook from Tyson Fury. And they both land rights. 35 seconds left in the fourth. Tyson Fury may have one of the best jaws in the history of boxing. He took big shots from Deontay Wilder, big knockdowns, and continued to get up. But how many of those knockdowns can you take down over your career? 35 years old, and he has been hit with a lot of missiles. Oh, and Francis showing the head movement, ducking under a big right hook from Tyson Fury, and the left hook to the body from Francis. I'll tell you, Mike Tyson is looking like a genius right now, and that is another round in the bank for Francis Ngannou, as he had Tyson Fury hurt again in that round. Through 5, 49-46. Wait, was that round 4 or 5? I feel like I missed a round. I feel like I'm adding a round here. It's not showing the round here. 38, excuse me. Yes, I am adding a round. (39-36). Excuse me. 10-8 round. In the second for the knockdown. For Francis Ngannou. No, I was right. It is round 5. Oh, a big 1-2 there for Tyson Fury, and that made him smile. Okay, I had it right to begin with. 49-46. There's a big 1-2 from Tyson, and a good jab to the body, and there's a good left hook upstairs. Fury definitely getting serious now. Should have been more serious in the beginning. Oh, and there's a big left hand from Ngannou, though, and a straight right on the chin. And these guys are going at it. Both guys landing big shots now. Okay, Fury looks recovered now. Boxing well. Oh, Manny in the crowd, my favorite fighter. Oh, yeah, Manny Pacquiao's a great. And look at Francis pawing with the jab, setting up the shots behind it. And Tyson Fury, you know, he does not like fighting southpaws. He doesn't fight a lot of southpaws. Nobody really does. And Francis ducks under an overhand right here from Tyson, Tyson Fury looks like he's switched up his strategy quite a bit this round. We don't see all the clinching. We're not seeing the showboating. He lands a good left hand there. And there's a left hand from Francis. Good right hook to the body from Fury. But Fury's definitely trying to slow down the pace of this fight. And Francis is allowing him to. Good left hand there from Tyson, and he clinches. This is a good comeback round for Tyson Fury. Oh, and there's the right uppercut from Francis, though. Caught him right on the chin. Fury's missed. Fury threw an uppercut that missed. Francis's did not. Good right hand there from Fury on the chin. Oh, and there's a big 1-2 from Fury and a right hand. That was definitely Fury's best shot of the fight. Francis also has a hell of a chin. Oh, good left hand there from Fury. Without a doubt, Tyson's best round of the fight. Oh, and there's another left hand from Fury. And that knockdown seems to have woken Tyson Fury up. First, he had to recover before he woke up, though. Definitely Fury's round. And Mike Tyson sitting next to Eminem. Eminem looked like he might be fanboying out a little bit there. I don't blame him. $47-47 after 5. Billy, yeah, I'm shocked how good the fight is. Francis getting slow and gas tank is draining. One punch from either man ends this. Why we love heavyweights. My score is 1 round too much. Did you not give Francis a 10-8 for the knockdown? I think it's because you didn't give Francis the 10-8 for the knockdown, Billy. All right, here we go. Round 6. Good left hand there from Tyson. Oh, and a left hand from Tyson, but a big right hand from Francis. Even though Tyson seems to be in form right now, Francis is not out of this fight. That was a great left hook from Tyson Fury, though. And he makes Francis miss big with that right hand. There's a good left hook to the body from Francis. But Francis definitely does look like he's getting tired. And it looks like Fury's getting warmed up. It's a little more what we expected in this. Good left hand there from Fury. Oh, and a nice left hook from Tyson. Good left hook to the body from Ngannou. And a right hook to, upstairs from Ngannou. Great combination there from Francis. Oh, big left hand from Fury. Right hand from Francis. Francis is fighting mouth wide open right now, though. He is definitely gassing. And Fury looks like he could go all day. Five rounds, most you could have is 50. Oh, we're in round 6. I see what you're saying. Oh, big right hook there from Tyson, the left hand. Oh, nice right hook from Fury. Right hand lands for Ngannou. I see what you're saying. It's 48-46. Good left hand there from Tyson. And another. Francis is gassed. He's had a great fight, but he's gassed. He just ate another left hand. Ngannou's running on empty, mouth wide open. I'm going to predict Tyson Fury takes him out in the 7th. Yeah, he does not have the same zip on his punches right now. He's totally gassed.
Francis Ngannou will be taking up a career in the PFL after this, and the World Championship coming your way on DAZN on Friday, November the 24th. And then the concentration is on Europe on Friday, December 8th. That from Dublin.
We can't let him beat you with the jab like that, though. He landed about 4 or 5 clean jabs. I need you to defend that jab a little better. Either move your feet, head, or period. And get back on your jab. He keeps running in. You want to try to lift that body a little. Same old shit, but you got to have what you want him. You want to understand when he's taking the breaks and stuff by then.
All right, here we go, round 7. 57-56 Furies is Wyatt. I got a 57-56 Francis. Sharing one brain, saying same stuff, same knowledge. You have great fight knowledge. Well, thank you, Aaron. Did I do my math wrong again? Damn, I'm drunk. Well, Billy, I never agree on scoring. Billy and I tied up now. Roberts 57-56 Fury. And pace of this fight definitely slowing down now, but I'm a little surprised Fury's not being more aggressive now, but he's been tagged. He's felt Ngannou's powers. Oh, there's a big left hand from Ngannou right on the chin, and he feels it again, and that sent Fury into the ropes. There's a left hand from Fury, right hand from Francis. And like I said, Francis looks gassed, but Tyson he's not throwing punches this round. Right hook to the body, left hand for Francis. So far, I have Francis winning this round. This is a very close fight. Oh, and there's a right uppercut from Francis in the clinch. I don't know how Francis is continuing to throw these big shots with his mouth wide open, but he is. Oh, and there's a big 1-2 from Tyson. Oh, good jab and a right hook from Fury. A left hook from Francis.
That is the shot for a southpaw.
And Fury fell down. They're going to say it was a trip. There was a punch involved there, though. It's a good left hand from Fury. This is a close round. Left hand upstairs from Francis. Tyson can see Francis gassing, though. There's another good left from Fury, but I think Fury maybe needs to do a little something to clinch this round, though. He just has not thrown a lot of punches. He's thrown a jab a lot from the outside. They're all missing. And he's not trying to land these jabs. He's trying to set him up. There's a big thing there. There's a big tell. He made Francis miss big power shots there. He's trying to wear him out. Who won that round, though? That was close. Oh, Tyson's definitely drawing him in. Fury throwing bows. Yeah, Fury's been accused of being a little bit of a dirty fighter in the past. Dylan Dennis-style guillotine choke. Francis being efficient, even if tired. Francis needs to get Fat Boy in the corner. Yeah, I got to give that last one to Francis just because there was just not much action, but he did more.
step over, back and forth, or the right over. Listen, I want to see one thing. No.
I got it 67, 65.
Give me a jab to the body over
Francis Ngannou. I mean, conventional wisdom still says that Tyson Fury is going to pull it out and knock him out. And, you know, Francis looks very tired. Round 8. We got 3 rounds to go here. Is Tyson Fury so good that he can carry Francis, or thinks he is, and knock him out whenever he wants? Good right hook there from Tyson Fury. I don't think he got floored on purpose, because that was a great left hook from Francis. Oh, good right hand from Fury, right hook from Francis. Oh, there's a big left hand on the chin and another from Francis. I'm not sure what Tyson's waiting for to let his hands go, though, because it seems like he could take Francis out at any moment. Francis looks so exhausted. Oh, good jab and a nice right uppercut there from Fury. That was one of his best shots. He tagged Ngannou there. And now Ngannou clinching. It's surprisingly been mostly Fury clinching up to this point. Oh, a nice uppercut on the inside from Fury and a right hook to the body. And Fury's doing little tricks now. He's clinching and he's in and up over here. He's in and up. Oh, and there's a big 1-2 from Francis. A 5-punch combination from Ngannou. And there's a big 1-2 from Francis and a right uppercut, and Fury might be hurt again. Oh, big right hand from Fury. What a round. And there's a right hook to the temple from Ngannou, and 2 more right hands right on the ear. And there's the 1-2 from Francis and a right uppercut from Francis Ngannou. Do you believe in miracles? It's a 1-2 for Francis Ngannou, and he's got the eye of the tiger right now. There's a right hook for Francis Ngannou, and Fury clinching. Fury is in trouble. 50 seconds left in the 8th. We could be watching the biggest upset in the history of the sport of boxing right now. And a right hook and a clubbing left hook from Francis as a tired, hurt Tyson Fury clinches. 30 seconds left in the 8th. And the jab and a huge right hook from Francis. And Fury clinches again. And there can be no doubt that Francis is winning this round. And there's a left hand from Francis Ngannou. Oh, a big 1-2 from Tyson. Oh, and Francis ducks under a 1-2 from a Tyson Fury. And that's Francis's round. I cannot believe what I'm watching right now, guys. And look at the face of Tyson Fury's wife. She does not look excited. 77-74. Francis Ngannou over the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. For all of the crossover MMA fights we've had, $100 on Francis could be a big payday, $700. This is round 9, boys and girls. I don't know much about these judges that we have, but if you're Francis, try to finish it. And a huge right hand from Ngannou to start the 9th round. Oh, and there's a left hand and a left hook from Fury. And look at the determination on the face of Tyson Fury. Oh, and a big 1-2. They both land right hands. A 1-2 for Fury, but Francis snuck in a right of his own there. Francis back to orthodox. And I don't know how Francis could look to be gassed for so long and continue to draw the amounts of energy he does. But what an amazing athlete. Good left hand there from Fury. Can Francis win a decision in the United Arab Emirates? Now, they seem to love Tyson Fury, but I believe Francis Ngannou is Muslim, so you got to just hope that we get fair, even judging. And Tyson doing a lot of dancing and not a lot of punching again. This is very reminiscent of the 7th round. Good left hand there from Fury. When Fury seemed to have plenty of opportunities and just wouldn't throw punches. And there's a good left hand from Francis. This is another close round. And I don't know what Tyson Fury is waiting for. Good left hand there from Francis, and Fury clinches again. There's a left hand from Francis. If Francis Ngannou wins this, he may never fight in MMA again. "20 seconds left in the 9th. Guys, this round seems to be a toss-up. There's a good jab from Fury. Anybody who does anything these last seconds, I'm going to probably give him this round. There's just not a lot of action in this round. $76-75 for most of us. Robert says, Micah, 77-74. I gave that round to Fury. All right, I got it 87-85. How do I have it 87? Okay, I screwed up. All right, I'm doing too many things at once, guys. You guys just have to concentrate on the score. We'll go with your guys' scorecards. It's a close fucking fight. How about that? All right, 10th and final. Francis is going to throw it all out there. Next round, if it's only 10, it is only 10. Anyone's fight. Michael Dare says they love money. Good left hand from Fury to start the 10th. Now, the story I want to know is Francis said that he was going to have people looking at Fury's gloves. Oh, good left hook there from Francis, and they exchange lefts there. Has Fury ever loaded his gloves? Did he load his gloves in the second Wilder fight? Good jab there from Tyson. All right. I should have written this down, apparently, in the scoring, guys. I didn't write anything down for this one. But it is a damn close fight. Tyson is an underdog now. On the live odds? Oh, I got to go to live odds. They might be gone now. halfway through the 10th. And neither guy throwing a lot of shots right now. Good straight right there from Francis, though. Okay, the last live odds had Francis as a favorite, -115. Tyson Fury, -110. And they've taken it off of the board. So you're not allowed to bet on it anymore. But yes, Fury will win if it remains close. Good left hand there from Fury and the left hand from Francis. Man, win or lose, I mean, what a performance from Francis Ngannou. Good left hook there from Tyson. So if this is 6 rounds to 4, with the knockdown from Francis, oh, good right uppercut there from Fury and a right uppercut from Francis. Francis throwing the Superman punch. That is not illegal in boxing. You can throw a Superman punch. He didn't land it. "20 seconds left in this fight." And Tyson just bouncing in front of Francis. Oh, and they both land there. Tyson landed the better shot there. Good left hook. Wow.
Francis Ngannou, respect flowing both ways, and the sound of bell to end the 10th and final round. And those who dismissed the chances of Francis Ngannou will have to rethink, and we might have seen a rethink in terms of what these crossover fights can bring.
Just did not see that coming, Mike. I thought Tyson Fury, as most did, would cruise.
Wow. I mean, nobody's seen this coming. Nobody's seen this going the distance. I sure as hell didn't. I really thought Tyson Fury would take him out inside of 5. And I'm really glad I didn't go to the casino, I'll tell you, because I was going to put a series of bets on Tyson Fury. Some money on Tyson within 5. And then if he didn't get it in 5, I was going to throw a couple more bucks on round 6 and 7. Roberts 95-94 Francis. Goes 95-94 Ngannou. And yeah, I think that's what mine ends up being. I don't know who won that. That's why it all depends on judges. 4 rounds were extremely close. Could go either way. What's up, Joe Still? Well, no clock. It's over, man. Wouldn't be shocked by a draw. Mathematically, a draw is pretty hard, though, I think, because of the knockdown. So if you have it 5 rounds apiece, you got to give it to Francis. If you have it 6-4 for Fury, even with the knockdown, Francis loses by a point.
Ngannou has gone straight into a 10-round contest with a very, very, very good fight.
Gas Tank was my biggest surprise of the fight. Rematch. Do it.
He's hardly out of breath. I mean, it wasn't the
oh, yeah, they're doing it.
I've ever seen, but wow, I mean,
you can bet the rematch is coming no matter who wins this. Wow, there's that left hook again from Francis Ngannou, flooring Tyson Fury.
And completely take your legs away from you, but it's the fact that he landed the shot that is impressive and slightly worrying for Tyson Fury there. You see the eyes, they don't lie. He was
and
hurt,
he must have been really hurt, because I expected Tyson Fury to really come back with a vengeance and just come out there and probably take Francis out.
He enjoyed that shot. He liked that one.
Yeah, you got to give him an 8, 10-8, yes.
Fury, such a gloves there at the end of the round, at the end of the fight.
There are judges that have fudged that in the past. Sometimes it's been very questionable. If a fighter comes back and just dominates the round and there was a flash knockdown, there's room in the rules for them to make it a 10-9, but that's not the situation there. All right, 72 up in the chat. I hope you guys are having as good a time as I am. If you're new to this, guys, just hit that subscribe button. I promise we have this much fun every week. Well, maybe not as much fun, but we definitely have fun every week. Whether it's boxing, whether it's UFC, and great community. And I just really hope you guys will join us. Don't forget, after this fight is over, we'll be making a major announcement for the channel. It is, I think, the biggest announcement in the history of Fights with Friends. Here we go.
Way to open Riyadh season here in the city of Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Official decision
here
coming.
Here are the judges' scorecards. Ed Garner scores it 95-94 Ngannou.
95-94 Ngannou.
Juan Palacio scores it 96-93 for Fury.
96-93 Fury.
Alan Krebs scores it 95-94. A one-point decision on the third card. Winner by split decision. Still undefeated from the
by 1 point.
Heavyweight World Champion.
By 1 point, 95-94. I'm sure Francis Ngannou is disappointed in the decision, but he could not be disappointed in the performance. I mean, I didn't talk to one professional, one person that knew about fighting, really knew about fighting this week, that thought Francis had any more than a puncher's chance. Most people didn't even think he had a puncher's chance. Won my bet, but it ain't feel good. They screwed Francis a great. Fury steals it. 96-93, investigate. I want to see that scorecard. Whose face is more messed up? Francis's. Excuse me, Tyson's. I don't know why I said Francis. Francis definitely screwed Fury up more.
That wasn't in the script, was it? No, that definitely wasn't in the script. Francis is a hell of a fighter, strong, big puncher, and a lot better boxer than we all thought he would ever be. We know in the build-up you said you give him a full 12-week camp, give him his full respect. You started fast. Were you surprised at the technical ability that he showed and the patience? Listen, he's a very awkward man, and he's a good puncher, and I respect him a lot. Before the fight and afterwards. What did he do in there that surprised you? Listen, he was very awkward. He wasn't coming forward. He was standing back waiting for me to land my punches and then trying to counter. He was a good fighter. He's given me probably one of my toughest fights.
UK announcers thought Fury lost by a clear amount. Really? Either way, you got to finish it to seal the deal.
You know, I got caught behind the head again. I wasn't.
One judge had it way different. Yep.
And I got back up, and it was what it was. Got back to me boxing.
For as
split decision
much playing and jackassery that Tyson can do and has, he gives proper due.
I don't know how close it was, but I got the win, and that's what it is. It felt like you started fast, but you didn't quite get going to your usual Tyson Fury self. Yeah, I've been out of the ring a long time again. 11 months in between my last fights, and you can see it in. No excuses though. Francis is a good fighter and he caught me with some good punches. Fair play to him. He's cut me across the eye there.
Rematch, says Phil.
Or something, I'm not sure, but it was a good rough fight. Perfect. Now, there's a certain man ringside who obviously has been the front and centre of a lot of the contest. Now, what happens next? Because this was a much tougher fight than we expected. He's going to rest up. That's what's going to happen next, and then we make it.
Rob Francis Smith out of MMA judges was bad.
Tyson, you said to me personally.
Oh, nobody's got anything on boxing's corruption.
I want to spend some time with my family. There was rumours of a 23rd. What's your decision now? Are you ready to make it? Listen, I'm going to go home. I've been in training camp now for 12 weeks. I put a long, tough, hard camp in. I'm going to go home, take a long, hard rest, and we'll see what's next for us. Thank you very much, Tyson. I think we're going to bring in Francis Ngannou here. Is there?
It's hard to think that he fights Usyk in December.
Francis Ngannou, congratulations.
Francis Ngannou, the baddest motherfucker on the planet right there. MMA champion, just defeated the greatest undefeated heavyweight champion on earth in my mind.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fantastic.
and I'm very happy. It didn't go my way, but you know, I want to thank Riyadh Season and Your Excellency, Mr. Turki Al-Sheikh right here, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, for giving me this opportunity to prove people wrong one more time again. You know, I might be a betty today, I might come out short today, but I'm not, I might be wounded, but I'm not a betty yet, man. I can bite, you know, I can bite. And I'm just a fighter, and I'm ready to fight anytime soon. We can run it back again, and I'm sure I'm going to get better. This was my first boxing match.
You think Tyson's going to want to fight him again?
I mean, I'm not giving any excuse. I know I come out short, but I'm going to go.
He's going to want to fight him as much as Apollo Creed wanted to fight Rocky again after the first Rocky.
Of the game and come back even stronger, because, you know, at first I was a little nervous, like this new sport that I never did, that I don't really feel.
Agreed, Torn. It is like the first Rocky movie.
And hey, baby, get ready. Get ready. The wolf is in the house, so I'm gonna buy some shit to knock down.
The wolf is in the house, so I'm gonna buy some shit. I love Francis.
Days out of the ring. It feels like
I'm gonna bite some shit. That makes more sense.
Those days in a boxing gym. Is that true? It hasn't been a 12-week camp. Has this been a 644-day camp for this fight?
No, he hasn't been 644 days for the camp. You know, I came out from a long recovery, long surgery.
I remember Francis just come back from an injury.
Was 3 months and a half. But listen, I'm not giving any excuse. I work hard, I give my best, and I know that I can work harder. I know myself, I know my dedication, and I'm gonna go back. We're gonna gather with my team and look what we could do next to improve our game and come back higher again. Because tonight was a fear of the water, and I know the temperature of the water now, and I'm getting ready to come here and take over.
Francis, in your pro debut to take on the lineal heavyweight champ.
That doesn't sound like a man that's looking to get back into MMA.
By a single judge's scorecard. Congratulations, you should be proud.
For Wilder and Francis, yes, please. Francis will just oozing watch.
What a brilliant
Never imagined him. He's so close. Got to give it to him. He left UFC, wanted more money. Here he is at full potential.
A superb performance for a man who'd been out of combat action for so long. A smile
and I rock with the $5. I don't get how people are still publicly trying to be friends with Izzy up the dog. And thank you, iRock, for the $5 donation, bringing it to $7 on the night for him. And bringing the total for the night up to $26. Thank you very much, everybody. Bro, damn, I really wanted to give it to Francis. Yippee-ki-yay. I think you accidentally slipped on your button and hid Torrin. Let's not do that. All right, guys, I said I had an announcement. I talked to Billy the other day. I don't know how long this is going to last, but we're definitely going to give it a go. So I got a great sizable offer on my other business, on my tortilla business that I built up. I'm going to take it. It's going to take about 6 months to close for everything. This other guy that's moving his businesses, freeing up money and things, about 6 months to close. So we're looking at April, looking at doing a lot of stuff on the channel from now until April. And when the sale goes through, hopefully everything goes smoothly and on time and finalizes. I've talked to the wife, and we're going to go full time. That means this is going to be my job. Full-time MMA, boxing. We'll have to do other sports. Probably start the weapons of mass destruction, but no excuses for me. I won't have another job. So, good or bad, whatever you guys think of it, you guys are going to get a lot more of Fights with Friends. Hopefully, a lot more of you guys on the channel. I'd like to see some of you regulars come in on some different shows, different ideas that we've talked about. Like maybe even some debates and things. And there's the Tyson Fury and Usyk stare down.
And the respective teams behind these two men we're talking about.
I'm not so sure that fight's still on.
Will that be confirmed or otherwise here tonight?
I do.
Tyson, you're face to face with Alexander Usyk. This is a fight.
And Tyson Fury says, I need the rest. And he's cut. I want to hear what Tyson says about this.
What do you want to say to him right now?
Listen, it's been going
Thank you,
on a
Bill.
long time. He was supposed to fight in April at Wembley. It never happened. Let's do the fight over here.
I'm trying to figure that out here, Billy.
Put the fight on for all the belts. The Undisputed Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, got it.
Let's go, my brother. Let's go.
Alexander, it was a tough fight. Let's go. Simple answer. Does that fight give you a little bit more confidence going into this fight with Tyson Fury, seeing how tough it was to get through Francis Ngannou?
I think Usyk's going to need a translation now.
Give you a little bit more confidence going into the fight with Tyson Fury.
Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, Robert.
I'm gonna be fighting him amazing.
Will the fight be December 23rd? It's a date that's been touted across the boxing
Let's see what
world.
Tyson
We'll
Fury
see
says
it on
about
that day.
this.
I know it's coming up soon.
Listen, it's not up to me. I'm a fighter. He's a fighter. I'm sure we'd go now.
Can we?
We're fighters. Let's go now if you want. But listen, these guys will sort it all out, and it'll be on. It'll be our next fight, guaranteed.
Can we agree? 23rd of December. Tyson wants it. Do you want it?
2 days from Christmas. What a weird day.
I'm taking that as a yes. There we go, Frank.
He speaks perfect English. Don't you worry about that. I know you speak.
On this fight, it's big fight, Mr. Turkey. Organization is a big fight. Our world won this fight.
Yeah? Yeah, let's go.
Frank, is the 23rd of December realistic?
Let's go.
I don't think the date will be announced yet. In my opinion, that's where we go. But the fight is wanted. It's done. This man done it here. His Excellency.
So Tyson Fury's likely to face a medical suspension.
It's just a matter of now saying the date. Tyson's got a cut there, so it's no good saying a date whilst he's got that cut on the top of his head.
And besides the cut, he could have a concussion. He got hit by a hard puncher several times, got knocked down.
Everybody wants to see it, and they're going to see it here in Saudi, in Riyadh season, where it's going to break all box office records.
Yeah.
This is the biggest.
Yeah, Usyk's English is great, right, Greg?
I know everybody.
And being forced to other channels and Fights Friends wasn't on. Thank you, King James.
I'm ready to
Let's
fight.
see happy.
Thank you so much. I go sleep.
There we go. Into the Usyk smashes. He's on Tyson.
I go to sleep.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you again soon.
So they're convinced that the fight will be next, but whether it will be on December the 23rd, nobody was prepared to commit.
Fury 100% has a concussion. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Francis did way better than Conor in boxing debut. Yes, he did. Thank you, J. Dig.
The fourth Riyadh season.
Appreciate it's a hell of a knot he's got under his eye. Yeah, I can't see him being approved to fight. I can't see a commission approving for him to fight, and that's 7 weeks away. No, I don't see that.
To 2024 now.
You think so? Yeah, I don't know how bad the cut is. It doesn't look terrible, but...
I mean, look at this. Fury's so concussed, he just grabbed a water bottle. I'm pretty sure it says Ngannou on it.
But I'll tell you now, Mike, I'd favour...
I don't know who gave him that, but I'm pretty sure in Sharpie that it was written Ngannou on there.
People and bookmakers included will
things
be
remain the
revising
same,
their
and in
odds
April you
after
go
what they
full
see
time,
tonight.
Mike.
Will that 10 rounds
Yeah,
of
but
experience
I'm
for Tyson
definitely
Fury
going
help
to be pushing
shake off
myself to
the
put out
rig rust that he was talking
more
about in that
content.
interview there
I'm also working
in
7
the ring.
days a week right now, so I'll do my best, but I just want to grind for the next 6 months, get this thing moving. So any help you guys can have and support. We do have, several fighters lined up for interviews. I know that's not the thing that gets the views, but it does get, some notoriety. I'll throw out one name of a guy I have been talking to for quite some time. We've had some long phone conversations, actually. I talked to him. He's in Texas the other day for about an hour. And you guys all know the movie Bloodsport. You guys all know, probably most of you, the hardcores, or the people that were old enough to have watched it when it came out, like me, know that the movie Bloodsport is supposed to be based on a real man. That man is Frank Dukes. Was credited with winning the Kumite. You see the stats on the Bloodsport, like 364-0, something ridiculous like that. Frank Dukes, and this is close to a first for me. Very few fighters have reached out to me. I almost always reach out to them. Frank Dukes actually reached out to me. And there's a lot to go on with that. Like I said, we've had some long conversations. He's really interested in being on the channel probably several times. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Phil. They're fighting Saudi Arabia, so I'm pretty sure it will get sanctioned. True, Robert. Good point. You know me, Mike. I'll watch anything you put out. Thank you, Robert Dukes. I have an idea for your channel. It's a video of Eddie Bravo and Joe Rogan casually voicing over the Sap versus Nog fight. You and a friend could voice over non-UFC classic fights. I'd like to try. Yeah, it's a good idea, Frankie. Yeah, message me, Frank. When is UFC 295? November 11th, I believe. Do you have me on Twitter, Frank? I think you messaged me once on Twitter. But message me again, and we'll get together, and yeah, we'll look at doing some kind of video like that. Oh, sorry. Next year, UFC 295 is November 11th. Main event now is Prohaska and Alex Pereira, which is a great main event. Next week, November 4th, Halton Almeida, Derek Lewis. That's the main fight. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Another Brazil caller, so you get both Bonfim brothers again. Gabriel and Ishmael Bonfim, they'll both be fighting. Rodolfo Vieira and Armen Petrosian, that's a good one. Kyle Bral and Abus Magomedov. Heavyweights Rodrigo Nascimento and Dontel Mays, definitely some big hitters. And then, like I said, Halton Almeida, of course, was originally supposed to fight Curtis Blades. I had money on Curtis Blades, but bet's nullified, so I guess at least I'll get my money back. I don't lose, but I don't know that I give Derek a huge chance in this one. No, me, Michael, watch anything put out? Thank you. Favorite JCVD movie as a kid? It's great. Peace out, King James. I don't have Twitter. I'll just text you my number. Sounds good, Frankie. Yuri versus Alex is going to be a great fight. Yeah, that's fireworks. Now, me, Mike, always down to do a podcast with you. I don't work, so I'm always available. Absolutely, Robert. I know we had a few ideas on the back burner that we can start moving on now. All right, thank you, everybody. I'm going to put up a poll after this just of who you guys thought won. For people who have watched it, if you haven't watched it yet, go back and watch it and then go vote on it later. But who do you think won, Francis Ngannou or Tyson Fury? Thanks again, everybody, for enjoying me. Hope you have a great Halloween weekend. I hope you're doing hope you're doing something or somebody. The wife wants to drag me out to a Halloween party, I think, right now. So I better get going. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.